stand here in the fire? How long do we try before we're on our own? How long do we walk across the wire? Stand till we fall.
Your attention, I'm running out your mind. Don't know the direction to your side. Got the wrong impression. I thought that we were fine, but now it's turned to ice. So you decide, and I just wait. I don't get you, I don't chase. So you decide, and I'll just save my time. I guess we'll never It's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I.
Hello and welcome into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. It's another Monday, which means it's time for another Esports Tower Rumble, where the all-star talented teams of the Esports Tower take on some of the top high school teams in the nation in a standalone Rocket League bracket. I am Michael Fisher, joined as always to call all of the action by Artie Nerdy Bird Rain. And Nerdy, we've seen a lot of good teams these last few weeks. We even had some newer teams last week from the Esports Tower that put up quite a fight. So I'm excited to see one, who's coming back from the high school and the Esports Tower side, and two, who's the new teams, because the new teams have surprised us and been really, really good recently.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on the new teams, because I think we've had 3 new teams in the past 2 weeks so far, and across the board, they've come in swinging as hard as possible. And I think even Conestoga, their first week, made it into the finals. Granted, last week they did not, but if they've been that exciting with the new teams we brought in, what else can they bring to our table, you know?
Yeah, we even had a couple of new Esports Towers teams last week who gave Conestoga and Forsyth a run for their money. So be very curious to see if we have any new Esports Towers teams. Of course, I know you and I are always looking forward to the Barracudas and their return, because they are the only multi-time champion of this event. So whenever they're in the bracket, you know it is going to be a very, very all-star talented field. So I cannot wait. If you're new to the Esports Tower, this is how it's going to work. It's all very simple. Every single week, some of the best teams in the Esports Tower and some of the best high schools from across the country will compete in a standalone bracket. So whatever you did before, even though the Barracudas are 2-time champs, that doesn't matter. Everyone's back at square one. They begin with group play. They'll round robin through the group play. The top teams will advance. Everything up until the finals is a best of 3. And then when we get to our finals, it is a best of 5. On the Rocket League side, everything is very standard. There's no changes there as we take a look at our teams. Florence 1, Southeast, and Forsyth Central. These teams we've seen quite a bit of. They are very, very talented. Florence 1 and Forsyth are routinely battling for that championship spot, so it is going to be a very, very tough time for the Esports Tower teams. There we go. We got the Barracudas and the Spiders back. The Spiders were the best team last week, and the Swerve are new Nerdy, so we'll see how they do here in their first appearance, at least for my knowledge, on the stream.
And to my knowledge, this is their first time as well. Also, we're shying away from the animals with the names. I'm a little sad.
Yeah, Swerve is, it's very interesting. I guess it's unique, and I do like that. Just 6 teams here today, and that Group A is going to be very scary, because we saw Florence 1 last week at the championship. We've talked about the Barracudas almost every week. The Swerve, unfortunately, they're going to have to come out with their A game, just because that is probably your group of death with 2 of the best teams we've seen in the Esports Tower week in and week out, with Forsyth and the Barracudas.
Group of death. Sorry, Swerve. That's the title we're giving your group for your intro into Esports Tower. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll surprise us. We've seen some, we saw some really good teams. The Esports Towers teams all play really fast, but they're going against their brothers, if you will, in the Barracudas, who are one of the best teams we've seen. So good luck to them. Before we hop in, don't forget, support your team, celebrate their successes, be respectful to the other fans, and mods will remove anyone who violates the chat rules. If you are just joining us, here's how it worked. Group play took place off screen. We would be here for hours if we did it. We will give a rundown of everything you need to know. We'll take a look at some highlights as well, and then we'll get into our semifinals and finals, which will be broadcast live. We kick things off with a powerhouse round one matchup in Group A of pool play. Florence 1 in the blue, the Barracudas in the orange. Mario's going to start things out here with a great goal for his team with an assist from Sandwich Man. Then we're going to get another kickoff here. Florence 1 trying to keep up the pressure. The Barracudas trying to quickly even this game. And we're going to see another quick shot on goal. This one turned away, and they're setting up for a great setup here from Bean Man and Sandwich Man.
Florence 1 will eventually go on to be up 2-0 early in this series with a defensive heavy battle in the mid-game. We saw Florence 1 continuing to try and keep the pressure up, but the Barracudas are not giving up and are able to break away play, leading to a clean goal by Yeezy, tightening up this game to a 2-1 in favor of Florence. With only 18 seconds in the game, Florence has been able to keep the offensive pressure up against the Barracudas and look to put this game away with another goal by Sandwich Man late in this match. Florence look impressive in this opening match versus the Barracudas as they took home this win with a 2-0 series score.
That's shocking to me that Florence State with a 2-0 the Barracudas. I thought this would be a 3-game match. We head on to our next one, switching it up. Florence 1 back on the field, taking on our newest Esports Tower team in the Swerve in the orange. Late in the match, the team still deadlocked at 0 aside. But there we see the goal in the waning seconds from Sandwich Man to give Florence the lead with only 34 seconds left. The Swerve now in a high-pressure situation, need to make a play with only 30 seconds left on the clock, not letting the pressure get to him. The Esports Tower team and the Swerve show incredible patience as they set up the goal right here to tie the game with just 18 seconds left. And both teams may be content heading to overtime here, Nerdy.
As the kickoff overtime we saw was, sorry, one moment, my brain just cruded out. This kickoff in overtime we saw was from Florence was to take control of the ball, but they quickly countered by fast responses from the Esports Tower team with a quick shot on goal. We're seeing great ball control and coordination from these two teams right now as they fight it out for this win, and you'll really see all the practice they have put into this game over the course of the past couple of weeks. We see another shot on goal from the Esports Tower is keeping the pressure up on the Florence goal. Florence will manage to counter that pressure and end up winning this game in overtime, taking the series 2-0 versus Esports Tower Swerve.
Swerve really coming out and impressed me, even though they do get 2-0'd. The fact that they took the Florence 1 side to overtime, definitely going to be a squad you are going to want to watch out for here. Maybe they'll even get an upset over the Barracudas as we see what overtime was winding down. We'll see that game-winning goal here in just a moment. I do see an Anthony on the field. I wonder if that's Anthony from one of our other high school teams that we've seen.
Wait, do you think Anthony's been recruited by Esports Tower?
I mean, he was definitely a very talented player. It would not shock me if the elite talent joins the side of the Esports Tower. Yeah, we even see...
Did they offer cookies?
They might have. They might have. We see Dapu as well there. So that's a team I want to keep an eye on. That might have been one of our better high school teams joining the Esports Tower. Now we get our Esports Tower showdown here between the Barracudas and the Swerve. Another round 2 matchup. Barracudas in the blue, Swerve in the orange. Both teams looking to bounce back after tough losses to Florence early on in the group. And we see the Swerve keeping strong pressure throughout the Barracudas backfield, with Anthony setting up an aerial goal there to put the Swerve up 1-0. Off the kickoff, the Swerve once again pressuring the Barracudas side of the field, but a great response and quick rotation for the Barracudas set up a beautiful goal from Driftmaster. Another break this time, but it's for the Barracudas, but a great aerial save for the Swerve. Could set up another quick goal here. And these teams, we just saw 0-0 overtime, Nerdy. Now they're scoring in bunches.
You can really start to feel the pressure here in this final Group A match for the Barracudas as the Swerve continue to pressure their backfield off the kickoff. All of a sudden, the Barracuda scores, showcasing great team communication while tying the game is at 2-2 by the time we round out this next couple of moments here. As the clock ticks down, you'll see the intensity between these two teams. Both teams are training and practicing, and it's paying off in a huge way in this matchup. The Barracudas are able to handle the pressure that's coming out from the Swerve and take the overtime win in a 2-0 versus the Esports Tower Swerve.
That is shot. The swerve, I mean, those are names that I recognize from being on different teams earlier in the Rumble. So that is a team in the swerve that they might be new in terms of team name, but those are not new players. Those are all very, very talented players that I think, unfortunately, going up against the Barracudas in Florence 1, that's just an unfortunate draw for them. But we'll hop over to Group B. Well, pool play, we'll start with the Spiders, who were one of the best teams last week, taking on Forsyth Central in the blue. We drop in with about 2 minutes in the match as we see Flux from Esports Tower with a huge goal right there to put them up 1-0, just barely squeaking it past the Forsyth defender. Forsyth looking to even the score, coming out fast here on this opening kickoff. And Flux comes out of nowhere, looking for a huge shot downfield. You can see him waiting in that goal area with a great stump. He's going to try and set up the Spiders with a 2-0 lead here. Just over 2.5 minutes on the clock. Forsyth starting to feel that pressure. There's that huge shot from Flux right from the other side of the field. Forsyth trying to find a way to find a quick response here to get back within 1 goal. The Spiders do not want them to get close. A lot of pressure here, and that could lead for another goal for Flux as we see Forsyth does at least get one back.
So, yes, there is a little bit of tug-of-war happening, but it just does become, at a certain point, goal after goal, as Forsyth will begin to waste no time responding and getting another goal on the board here very quickly. Forsyth doubled down on their responses by taking another quick shot on the goal, and they scored to tie the game up into a 3-3 with 15 seconds left on the clock, with both teams having to show incredible team and individual performance in this match. At the end of this series, it was Forsyth who survived the battle, winning in overtime, taking the series to 2-0.
This is some of the most explosive games, just from the group stage we've seen, Nerdy. This gives a shout out to everyone who's been putting in the work. When you and I first started, or at least when I joined in, we were hearing like 30-2 with scores, 15-0. We're getting some high intensity action. It's kind of mind-blowing how everyone's almost like on a level playing field now. It speaks to not only the Esports Towers team getting better and better, these high school teams trying to do everything they can to keep in pace.
I'm going to be real with you. By this time next week, we're probably going to see Swerve in the finals. They just need a little extra time with their coaches and to play together, and they'll have their rotations and everything solid. No team's going down without a fight anymore, and that's beautiful.
Switch it up here to a pair of high school teams. Forsyth Central in the blue, Southeast in the orange. Forsyth looking to lock in a bracket stage spot with this game. And they've been showing great team coordination throughout. They come up swinging. They score first, but a great response by Puddles right there to tie the game with only a minute left. We see Southeast trying to pressure that Forsyth backfield, but Forsyth with a quick response. They will take a shot on goal here by the Southeast team, and they get a huge goal, put them up 2-1 with just over a minute left on the clock.
On this next kickoff right here, Forsyth is able to show some incredible patience and defense in their backfield off the back of the huge demolition coming from Forsyth, scoring again late in this game. Not willing to go out of the fight, though, Southeast gets another goal late in this game to close the lead to a 1-goal differential. But at the end of the series, Forsyth Central proves to be a little too strong for this side of Southeast. Another goal late in the game and taking home the series with a 2-0 lead over Southeast.
Thing I have been noticing in these highlights here is we've seen a lot of cross-map goals. That was a great goal there as well, but going to be interesting to see when we get to this bracket play how the rotations hang up, Nerdy, because we've seen a lot of big, just booming clears that you usually don't see when these teams that are at a high level. We just saw a triple commit right there, so maybe a little bit of early nerves in the group play. We'll have to see.
Or maybe they got a little bit gassed. You never know. Got to give them some, humanization, even though
That's
it's
true.
RC cars with rocket boosters.
It's a lot of games back to back to back. Well, we'll keep things rolling here in Group B with this round 3 match between the Spiders, who start out fast. They get that big demolition. Southeast able to counter that play, and they'll score an early goal with a massive shot from Puddles. Both teams need a win here to advance the bracket stage. They both had those early losses over on, so there's a lot on the line here in this matchup.
Southeast shows a lot of patience in the team coordination to score another goal, putting themselves up into a 2-0 lead right here, as we just saw. Not willing to go down without a fight, though. The Esports Tower team gets another huge demolition and puts it together to score within 2 minutes left on the clock. Southeast was able to fight off the challenge from the Esports Tower Spiders to take home the win with a 2-0 victory, showcasing a great teamwork and communication throughout the course of this entire series.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of really close games that we've seen in the group play so far. So I expect this to be a very contested. Usually we see, a lot of 2-0s in the semifinals. We've even seen some 3-0 in the finals. I would not be shocked if we see 5 games in the finals, maybe 3 games in both semifinals, because these teams are just very, very close here. As you see how this game ended. Unfortunately, the Spiders could not quite get it done at the end. We have one more game left in the pool play, but it is our premier match of the week, so we will take a live look at one of the games and see how everything broke down. But right now, Nerdy, we've seen some really intense action. I'm glad, because it was kind of weird when you're like, oh, that team put up 15 goals to 2, so I like that we're getting a lot of bang, bang. I mean, either team really feels like they could come out with a win in some of the matches we saw here.
I mean, it's great soccer when all of the teams are equally matched. You don't want a game that is 0-5 on the scoreboard. You want a game that's 0-1 up until the last 2 minutes, then all of a sudden, you get 1-1 and it's time to go into overtime. I love seeing that here in Rocket League. I mean, yes, you do have RC cars plus soccer. So, I mean, you get demolitions plus soccer plus some cool aerial stuff. And, a really evenly matched game. It's perfect.
Yeah, our premier match of the week this week is going to come from Group A. It will be Florence 1 in the blue. They'll be taking on the Esports Towers Barracuda in the orange. We'll take a live look here. We'll call a hold 5 minutes of this game between some of the best teams that we have seen in the Esports Tower Rumble. Great demolition there off the start. Driftmaster going to pop it up in the air for a teammate. A little bit of miscommunication, though, as Queasy's finally going to have to take a shot there. Nice defense from the Florence 1 in the blue. Sandwich Man trying to pass it down. Looks like it'll be stopped there by a member of the Barracudas, though.
We do see Mario elevate and manage to boot the ball above Yeezy right there, but we're going to have one of the members of the Barracudas knock the ball into a centering position, but the follow-up from the teammate is going to be knocked away by one of the members of the Barracudas.
Easy chasing this one into the corner. Oh, Mario making him pay there for a little bit of slow play. Driftmaster above the net, just barely able to push it away. Yeezy will knock it away from his own net, down onto the blue side. Beanman picks that one up. Driftmaster ricochets it right back. Oh, nice pass to Yeezy. Barely gets a touch on it. Driftmaster's shot barely redirected.
And we've got Yeezy over here in the corner trying to battle his ball away from Mario, who's going high speed on their tails. The follow from Yeezy as well, but Beanman's going to knock it away, and then the elevation's going to manage to knock the ball down into the corner as we see the rotations coming out from the side of the Barracudas to try and prevent the Florence side from getting enough pressure to take the ball down to their goal.
Ooh, Yeezy with a great play over a couple, even bumped somebody out of the way. One-man wrecking crew there. Mario now in the corner, he'll double tap it. Sandwich Man barely keeps it away from Driftmaster. Tries to bump Easy out of the way, but just misses on that. But Bean Man still in the corner. He's got Mario near midfield, trying to set up a pass. Oh, what a shot. First goal of the game goes to Florence 1.
That was beautiful.
That was just, barely over Driftmaster. I think Yeezy was in there as well. These were two of the teams that, on paper, I thought might be in the finals. They end up in the same group here, and it's an explosive match. Sandwich Man trying to set something up for a teammate. Yeezy can't quite get the clear he wants, but it does play it around. Mario, now there's an open goal for Quez. Takes a shot. Oh, what a save by Mario to keep us in a 1-0 game. Follow-up denied there by Florence 1.
Driftmaster was trying really hard to get that nice centering shot, but ended up being cleared a little too close to the side of the orange goal. But now we've got Quez taking the ball up with some fancy footwork, and it goes in! That was beautiful! And that is now going to tie up this match with just a little less than 3 minutes left.
Florence 1 showing why they made the championship last week with the Barracudas, 2-time champs. They want that third one. Quez and Yeezy both going to collide there. Quez looking for a repeat of his goal. He just scored. Can he do it?
On.
Sandwich Man barely turns that one away. Yeezy can't quite keep it alive. Driftmaster, the pass over to Yeezy. I don't think he was paying attention, unfortunately. He does recover for it, but Bean Man's able to launch it down to the other corner.
Communication slip-ups happen, but it's okay as we do see Yeezy try to elevate, Quez try to elevate, but they're going to get demolition. Mario elevates, knocking the ball away to the midfield, follow it up with some pressure from the side of the Barracudas, but Beanman's ultimately going to get this ball, taking it up the side, trying to yet again do some fancy tire work to bring this ball down in front of the goal. However, the follow-up from Mario and Driftmaster are going to be a little bit too much right there.
Ooh, Driftmaster trying to set something up for a teammate. Mario going to just clear that one away. Barely gets it around Quez. Easy now. Off the ceiling. Ooh, ball barely gets bumped there by Beanman, and that just alters the flight path just enough. Quez, though, wants another one. Pass over to Yeezy. Oh, Beanman with a great save. And this game's getting real close down to the wire with a minute and a half left.
Got Quez waiting down here by the goal, rotating with the ball in front of the goal. Always very risky. And we see a demolition come out as well. Quez is still taking the ball up the side. We've got Mario waiting right there, as well as Sandwich Man to knock the ball away. But Beanman's also going to come rushing in with the elevation from Sandwich Man as they're rotating down right now with Florence to take this ball down to the goal. And we do see, it looks like Yeezy's going to commit and manage to snag the ball away to take it back up to the mid.
Quez trying to play in around one, can't find it. Beanman takes that pass. Yeezy just barely intercepts it. Oh, great pass off the back wall, but Driftmaster launches it all the way down towards the goal. Sandwich Man is there, plays it around one. Can he play it around another one off the wall? Oh, just barely, but Yeezy makes a great read on it. Ball still hit down, pass over to Sandwich Man. In the corner, they're trying to set something up. Nice challenge there by Yeezy and Quez.
Now we do see the ball trying to be taken up the midfield right here, but Yeezy's going to knock it all the way in front of the blue goal, as well as another demolition coming out. There's a triple commit happening down in that corner. We see Sandwich Man managing to elevate to knock the ball to the midfield, but there's no one there, so it's going to get sent right back to the Mario in the corner.
Oh, Mario plays around a couple. Quez will stop it, though. Yeezy's going to hit it back. Sandwich Man takes advantage. Oh, he's got a teammate right near midfield. That ball just way too fast. Goes right over the head of Beanman. Less than 30 seconds left. Oh, it could be a great opportunity for Florence 1. They just can't find it. Driftmaster now trying to set something off the back wall, but Mario turns this one away. Yeezy's there for the shot. This one turned away by Sandwich Man. Driftmaster trying to keep it alive for his team in the waning seconds of regulation. Yeezy, one more attempt right in front of the net, but Mario clears it away.
The clear at center field, though, is going to get taken right back down into the corner, and we're going to go into overtime.
Like I said, some of the best teams, when I saw who was in the group, thought these might be vying for a chance at the finals. Right now, they're in overtime in Group A. See Mario have to defend that one in the corner. Yeezy, oh, the ball played around him beautifully. Sandwich Man charging in. This could be the game winner, but Quez turns it away at the last moment.
We've got Beanman at the midfield who knocks it right back towards the Orange's goal, with Quez and Yeezy both over here in the corner elevating to try to knock the ball away from Sandwich Man on the side of the blue goal, as Driftmaster does manage to get a centering pass, but it's getting played off the ceiling just a little bit too much by the side of Florence 1 for the Barracudas to get some level of possession here. And we do see Sandwich Man get a shot on goal, but it's going to be just barely cleared away. But the follow-up from Mario is going to bring home the victory in overtime.
Florence 1 ends up going on to win that series 2-0. Really good play there by both those teams. We know Florence 1 is probably going to get out of the bracket. We'll see as we wrap up group play to our current bracket. We've got our semifinal matches with the two top teams from each group advancing. We'll see how that all breaks down. Florence 1 and Southeast, Forsyth, and the Barracudas would not be shocked if that match we just, took a sort of a peek in the match of the week, if you will, Nerdy, that Barracudas-Florence matchup. I would not be shocked if that ends up being our championship, because those teams looked incredible in those 5 minutes that we saw.
Well, if it is our final matchup during our break, I highly encourage anyone that's watching to, go grab a water, some popcorn, because it's probably going to be one of the most intense matches of Rocket League we've had here in Esports Tower thus far.
Yeah, well, both those teams have got to win their semifinals, so now we know how they got there. We know how group play went. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Esports Tower Rumble semifinals. Who's going to the championship? Find out next.
legendary parts for legendary wins.
Welcome back into the Boise State Esports Tower, the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. It's time for the Esports Tower Rumble. We've got some very talented teams. I'm already tripping over my words just in anticipation. We've got Florence 1, who's trying to redeem a championship appearance last week. We've got the Barracudas, multi-time champions. And then we've got a couple other teams that are looking for their first title. And we're going to kick things off with Florence 1 taking on Southeast. Both these teams have made it to the semifinals before. Southeast looking for their first championship appearance. Florence 1 looking for that spot back in the finals. We just saw their game against the Barracudas, Nerdy, and this is probably going to be a very, very intense series. We get Doc's keys to the game, play fast, maintain side control, confident callouts, and olay those demos. It's all brought to you by the Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, and improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched up with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. And I mean, no better evidence for that, Nerdy, than what we've seen in our group play highlights, because we've seen just phenomenal close play, couple of mishaps here and there, but it feels like week after week these teams are getting better and better.
Yes, I can't argue with that, and I'm really happy to see that we could actually watch this progress occur basically in real time for us. So I'm excited to see what's coming next.
Florence 1 here in the blue. Or they're in the orange, excuse me. Southeast in the blue as we see Bean Man looking for something. Mario's in that corner. They're trying to set up something, but Austin's able to push that one away. Sandwich Man keeps it alive. Puddles with the miss. Oh, Bean Man. Oh, no, he missed on a wide open net. Mario's going to keep it alive for his team. Follow-up shot there, but not Juicy Austin going to clear that one to midfield.
Yeah, but that clear is going to be interrupted by Sandwich Man, who has almost an open goal, but Zemo is going to be there to knock it over into the corner. The follow-up from Mario's not quite going to be enough as the ball just drops right in front of the net, and ATR is there to knock it back to the midfield.
Oh, Mario with that nice intercept off the clear, plays it over Zemo, huge save. Oh, Bean Man misses on it. One-on-one here between Puddles and Sandwich Man. Both put right in front of the net. Zemo shot, off the crossbar. First goal for Southeast.
I'm not going to lie, the rotations coming out from both these teams right here in this starting minute of this match are a lot cleaner than we've seen historically in the past. There wasn't nearly as many double commit moments as they had the opportunity to happen and take here as we've seen in the past. But still got the 4 minutes. It might unravel from here.
That was a weird hit off the ball. Sandwich Man barely makes the save. That was kind of funky. Now Mario, get the demo, Bean Man. Oh, nice play by Bean Man. He totally distracted Puddles. That's why Mario's able to score.
Yeah, Puddles was actually running away from Bean Man, it looks like, here in the goal to try and prevent that demo, but Puddles was a little too high and wasn't able to block that goal.
That was a really good play by Bean Man. We're all tied up at one aside. Only a minute left here in a minute past in game one. Puddles, going to play it around Sandwich Man. Great play by Bean Man to hit it back towards midfield, but not Juicy Austin is waiting. He'll take a shot. Turned away. Now all the way to the other corner. Bean Man nearly had a shot, but Zemo has to pop it up in the air. Sandwich Man gets the demo, but not the ball. That's going to allow Puddles to at least clear it away from him. That shot will go wide of the net. Not Juicy Austin. Puddles, dilly-dallying just a little bit there. That's going to allow Bean Man and Sandwich Man to combine to keep the ball on the blue side for just a bit longer.
We've got Zemo coming up here trying to put some pressure on the ball on Mario right now as it gets cleared down into the right side corner on the blue field with Sandwich Man going above the goal, trying to knock the ball down. It's not going to quite be enough. Bean Man's going to be there to block it at the midfield, but Zemo's going to also follow it up, knocking it back towards the orange goal. Sandwich Man then has to take it up the side and battle it past not Juicy Austin to try to get it close to the goal.
Ooh, nice job there. I think it was Bean Man. You might see it in replay. Puddles is going to be forced to jump over somebody. Oh, it was Sandwich Man. So Puddles is already in the air. He can't adjust. Ooh. I like how physical, or at least attempting to, Florence is getting on that goalie, and that's why they have this 2-1 lead.
It's physical aggression, but it's not going in for demos. It's going in for disruption play. I like this new strategy we're seeing coming out from the side of Southeast.
Ooh, the triple commit comes out from Florence 1. Both will make the save, and no punish comes out from Southeast. Mario dribbles it all the way down. Puddles ends up assisting a little bit there on the pass to Bean Man, streaking down the midfield.
The ball control that we are seeing coming out from both these teams today is above and beyond what we've seen in the past, in my opinion at least. The dribbling is spot on for both of them.
Yeah, definitely feel very much improved from the last time we saw them in Florence 1. We saw them in last week's championship, and they clearly want to get back with a 3-1 lead. Puddle's going to try and carry it. Gets it around 1. Mario takes a shot off the backboard. Is there a follow-up? No, Zemo's able to clear that one, but Mario is waiting. Perfect position. Oh! What?
That was another disruption play at the goal.
And I think B-Man he comes off the disruption in perfect position.
He rotates out. It's like, oh, here we go. Holy cow! What is happening? This is a strategy I've never really seen pulled out like this, and it's beautiful.
Now, we've seen, a couple, like maybe once or twice a series, but not consistently like this. You're right, it's insane. I love the adaptation Florence 1 is making. Maybe they felt, hey, we're getting really close to shots, we're just not getting them on net. As Sandwich Man gets that ball dunked away by Zemo, who's going to now carry it all the way down. Oh, not Austin. Try to get one more touch on it. Sandwich Man hits it back. Puddle stops it. Oh, there's that demolition. Is there a follow-up from Bean Man? Oh, no, just took a little bit too long. Zemo's able to hit that ball away.
You got Sandwich Man's going to knock the ball back up into the air at the midfield, but Puddles is going to knock it down straight for the second goal right there for the side of Florence. Nicely done.
Yeah, they even had him and Austin, so a bit of an ugly double commit at the beginning, but results in a great goal right in that upper corner. Southeast trying to claw their way back. 2 goals down, 2 minutes left. Not unheard of as Puddles will win that kickoff. Sandwich Man, though, gonna hit it right back into the corner. Zemo is waiting. Doesn't get quite the touch he wanted, but Austin will clear it away once. Great ball on the back. Oh, Puddles got to make a play. Oh, Bean Man. Great job there, and Florence 1 just a bit too. Oh, great play by Bean Man reading that ball.
I'm genuinely curious as to what Puddle's boost management was right there. We can typically see them, but not during our replay. They might have been caught out with no boost in their tank right there, so they were unable to elevate to catch that ball.
Sandwich Man off the kickoff, wins it cleanly. Oh, here comes Mario. Austin beats him to the ball, though, just barely. Oh, this could be a great opportunity. Oh, he just hits the shot wide. Puddle's going to try in for the follow-up. Oh, great job by Bean Man to clear that one away. Austin waiting in the corner. He'll ricochet it right back. Sandwich Man pops out in the air near that midfield stripe. Demolition off screen. Chance for Mario here. Puddles misses on it. Mario sees his opportunity. And he puts it in the back of the net. Demolition that you just saw there. Huge dividends, and unfortunately Puddles just hasn't been his game so far.
Puddles has been kind of the one that, because they're stuck in the goal, is forced to have to deal with the disruption play, and it's just an unfortunate hand to be dealt in that sense.
Let's see, Mario trying to set something up. Puddle's incredibly low on boost. Might be a boost issue right now. See him at 0. The lone member on the team finally gets that full boost past the corner. The ball gets cleared down. All the way to the side, Mario just barely gets a hit on it to clear it away. With a minute left, Southeast looking for a miracle.
Got Austin barely missing that ball and over-rotating slightly, forcing Zemo to have to come up while Austin runs back towards the goal. The ball's going to get knocked away past the orange goal with the follow-up from Bean Man to clear it down to the midfield. Puddles is chasing it down with the help of Zemo in the corner. The Demolition's going to come out onto one of the members off screen as Zemo's managing to get some level of ball control here and across in front of the blue goal.
Bean Man pops it up in the air. Oh, trying for himself. Oh, Puddles with an opportunity here. 30 seconds left. He'll miss on it just a little bit. The ball's still going to go in the corner. Bean Man plays it around 1. Zemo in perfect position, though, to read that near the midfield stripe. Keep it alive for Southeast. They're looking for a goal. Can Zemo get it? No, it doesn't look like a nice save by Mario.
Bean Man managed to knock the ball into the front corner and dribble it past Zemo just barely, and not Austin, who elevates to try and take it away. We're now down to the last 5 seconds. Zemo's trying to take the ball up the side. Bean Man's over there trying to knock the ball out of their possession, as is Mario. As soon as the ball hits the ground, this is the end of the first round, and it goes in favor of Florence.
Florence keeping up that dominant streak we saw last week, an early win. We'll see how Southeast can do in game number 2. And first things first, Southeast has got to figure out a way to deal with that goalie disruption, because that was a big reason why Florence 1 scored their first 4 to 5 goals. Is just somebody was in the net, bouncing somebody around, and it opened it up for an easy shot.
I'm not going to lie, that's not a strategy I'm very familiar with in Rocket League. And if it happens to catch on, I feel really sorry for goalies now from here on out. Like, whoever ends up rotating into that position based off of where you spawn at the start of the round, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the one thing is it's seen at times it kind of can be easy to counter because if somebody on your team's stuck in the goal, if a clear comes out, he's going to be the last man back. So maybe if you're Southeast, you just need to find a way to get a launch down clear. Then you might be in a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-2 and have an advantage there. So it is a very aggressive strategy for Florence One, but you're right, Nerdy. They're making it look like that should be the meta because they're absolutely just bullying. Unfortunately, it was mainly Puddles who was in that goalie spot, and he just kept getting bounced around. He couldn't even have a chance to save the ball.
Yeah, and unfortunately, your positioning at the start is kind of a little bit at random. It's up to, the game's internal system where you end up spawning. So if you're the one stuck in the goal consecutively, as Puddles was at the start of the round, you're going to get bullied like that. And, we discussed how Rocket League's one of those few games we don't see meta shifts or things like that happening. If this is going to be the first meta shift we've ever noticed where it goes from olaying demos to actually just pure disruption in the goal, I'm sorry, Puddles.
Well, we'll see. Southeast got those 60 seconds. Are they ready to deal with it, or could Florence One go to the championship? Right now, Puddles trying to get some redemption. Loses his dribble there in the corner. Sandwich man. Oh, nice play there by Zemo. Mario with a risky clear right in front of his own net. Gets it around not Juicy Austin, though. Oh, can he play it around Puddles? Oh, can't quite do it. Puddles able to corral that one. Play it off the roof and get that clear.
I'm happy we weren't looking at first-person perspective. I would have gotten some vertigo right there from Puddles, who's still managing to keep some of their possession on this ball with some follow from not Juicy Austin. And Zemo is going to keep the possession down in that corner, but there's going to be a clear that's forcing Puddles to rotate back and take the ball back into the corner with some pressure coming out from Florence One right now on them. It does not look like they'll have the chance to get that goal-scoring opportunity, so they'll have to rotate back.
Sandwich man looking for a clear. Oh, he reads Puddles' charge perfectly with Zemo's in the perfect position. The demo comes out, ball's right in front of the net. Not Juicy Austin tried to brute force it home, but he just hits off the crossbar. Sandwich man respawns off the demo, but Puddles keeping up all the pressure. Zemo now in that other corner. Just a pure dominating first minute for Southeast. All side control. Mario finally gets the clear. Sandwich man goes chasing down, but Zemo's just going to bicycle it right back.
Mario's in the air to knock it down over to Sandwich Man in the corner with a follow-up from Bean Man, but not Juicy Austin's also reading it perfectly and maintaining some level of ball control here as it gets crossed right in front of the goal. The ball from Mario's going to go wide to the left. Zemo's going to try and take it up the side and end up demoing Bean Man. And we now have Sandwich Man who's trying to get possession of this ball away from Puddles here on the side.
Oh, nice play there by Puddles. Plays it around one, sets up not Juicy Austin. Huge save comes out from Bean Man, though. Still tied at 0. Bean Man's going to pass it down to Sandwich Man. He's going to try and play it around Puddles. The ball will squish between them and end up going to that blue side. Bean Man sets it up perfectly for Mario. Zemo in the corner. Not Juicy Austin going to clear it away, but Sandwich Man sees that. Goes all the way across. Gets demoed, but the ball still bounces towards that corner. Oh, they're going to push Zemo out of the way. Puddles now trying to clear it. He'll get bumped out of the way. Sandwich Man racing in for a shot around Zemo. Past the Bean Man.
Oh, that was beautiful.
What a play.
I hope this is the right, but yes, the rotations that came out right here from Bean Man over here on the left, you see him ready for that follow-up on goal, but what you don't see off to the right is we also had Mario rotating back towards the orange goal to make sure there was no easy cleared from the side of Southeast, easy goal for them. Beautifully done, Florence One.
Now Florence One wants the pressure. Sandwich Man, oh, he couldn't quite double tap it. Ends up pinching it off the wall all the way back to the orange side. Nice hit by Mario, though. He's going to go up for it, but not Juicy Austin. Clears it down to Puddles, who's waiting. Recenters it, but Sandwich Man is there. Not Juicy Austin now looking for the center. Oh, Zemo barely gets that ball around Bean Man, but the ball's left in the net. Mario can't clear it either. Puddles will hit it down. Sandwich Man right in front of his own net, forced to make the save. Zemo comes charging in. Right now, Southeast feels like they have all of the pressure. Oh, a huge double commit in front of the net. Not Juicy Austin ties our game up.
Crossing the ball in front of the net is always one of the most, blood-pumping, anxiety-inducing moments of your life, and that happening right there is why it's always anxiety-inducing.
Yeah, unfortunately, the members of Florence One ran into each other. Mario off the kickoff, though. He has a great opportunity. One man to beat. He does it! Right off the kickoff, he puts himself in perfect position from that corner boost spot, and he gives Florence One the lead.
I hate to... Okay, it was not Puddles down there. It was not Juicy Austin this time that had to deal with that one. I just don't like having to see the same goalkeeper, always there and just kind of missing it. It's okay to spread the love of being keeper across the team as we see Mario take the ball up the side, dribbling it past one member inside of Southeast. However, not just Austin's going to disrupt that and send the ball to the mid with Puddles there trying to grab it as well, but Sandwich Man's going to end up with the ball, taking it up the side of the field, dropping it down right by the blue goal, but there is not enough follow from his team to maintain possession.
Not to see Austin trying to pass it down to Puddles. The ball was intercepted by Bean Man, though. Takes an awkward hop right off that angled corner. It ends up popping in the air, allowing Zemo to clear it down. Puddles can't quite corral the pass, though. Mario tries to play it around not to see Austin. Ball gets dunked over. Puddles with a little bit of that aggression, bumping Bean Man out of the way, but Sandwich Man was there for a great save. Zemo dunks the ball right over Sandwich Man, though. Mario, nice stop there. Not to see Austin centering for Puddles, who gets demoed from behind. Didn't even see it. This should give the orange team some breathing room.
Got Bean Man now with possession of the ball over here on the side of the field, but it's going to get disrupted and taken away by Puddles, forcing Sandwich Man to elevate, knock the ball just wide of the right of the orange goal. Now we've got two members of orange as well as one of blue down in the corner. Sandwich Man takes the ball up into the air with a follow-up from Mario, but Puddles is going to manage to knock that ball over to the side and take that ball up to the orange goal themselves.
Sandwich Man gets a great clear around Zemo. They're going to try and do it himself. Natusi Austin will slam it into the wall and go to the other side of the map. Puddles now has some boost. Can he aerial it home? He's going to run just short.
Dang it!
Sandwich Man Royal cleared away. 30 seconds left. Mario's just barely able to get away. Nice steal by Natusi Austin, but Bean Man's able to clear it for now, and Sandwich Man gets to that midfield strike.
We've got Zemo trying to get some level of possession on the ball right now as he gets knocked down into the corner, leaving Puddles having to chase it, knocking it down off the ceiling. Not just Austin's also going to send it up into the corner, but now Sandwich Man's got possession. Zemo's going to try and get a couple of quick touches on it, leaving Bean Man and Puddles to battle it out here in the corner. Puddles is going to elevate to send it across the side of the field. It's going to keep getting knocked around, and now we have the follow-up from Mario with no time on the clock, scoring the final goal for the side of Florence.
Yeah, really good job here. I felt like all the pressure was on Florence that whole time. They finally get one clear. Mario puts it in the back of the net. Looks like we have enough time for a kickoff, but it's not going to matter. Cannot score a goal, 2 goals with 0 seconds on the clock, and Florence 1 has powered their way back to the championship with a 2-0 win in our first semifinals here against Southeast. And Florence 1 looks hungry for that championship.
I can't argue that in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it was like a completely different team than what we've seen. I mean, like, Florence 1 was a great team already.
Yep.
And then they just added in some new strategies, and I'm not going to lie, they're a bit mean, but they work. And they did great. Holy cow.
Yeah, they did absolutely fantastic as we're getting ready for our second semifinal here in the Esports Tower. Nerdy, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the Esports Tower?
Well, Fish, you can see that going in alone in a game such as Rocket League probably isn't the best idea. It can only take you so far. Ultimately, you want to increase your chances of success, and you have to level up your team skills. So if you want to do that, Esports Tower is definitely the organization you want to check out. Esports Tower really takes its time to create teams of well-matched teammates and players. And I'd like to do a shout out to Coach Jake, and if any of you are watching and are one of his players and you haven't checked out Esports Club yet, you definitely should do that. It's a fast track to rank up and start your path to pro.
Yeah, I mean, we've just seen the consistent improvement from all of these teams week after week. I would highly recommend. I mean, I'm not in high school anymore. I don't really have a chance at a scholarship, but if I knew someone, I would say, hey, look, you got to check out the Esports Tower. These guys are getting better and better. But we've got a chance here. The Barracudas, they're the 2-time champs. They want that rematch against Florence 1, but they got to go through Forsyth next, who's a very, very tough team that we've seen a couple weeks in the semifinal, just have never quite got it done in the bracket play.
Yeah, you kind of took the words right out of my mouth. Like the bracket lineup that we discussed earlier of ending up, seeing Barracudas and Florence in the finals is almost there. Like, we just need to get the Barracudas through this next round. But their opponent of Forsyth is a formidable one. Forsyth has come out swinging since day one.
Yep.
But the Barracudas themselves also have come out swinging. They're one of those teams that's like the highest of octane play that we see in Esports Tower. So it's going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah. Florence 1, Forsyth, and the Barracudas kind of would be those top 3 power ranking teams where if you just showed me on the bracket, I'd say that's probably the team I would pick to win because we mentioned the Barracudas multi-time champions. Florence 1 trying to get there first, and Forsyth, as you mentioned, they came out swinging and they made the championship like 2 straight weeks in a row right after they debuted. So who's it going to be? Will it be Florence 1 and the Barracudas in a rematch? Or will it be both teams looking for their first championship in Forsyth and Florence 1? Don't go anywhere. Find out right after this break.
Legendary parts for legendary wins.
Welcome back into this Esports Tower Rumble, broadcasting it from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. We're on to our second semifinal, seeing who's going to get a date in the finals with Florence 1, who's still looking for their first championship and now is in the championships for 2 weeks in a row. If you're curious how we got here, if you're just joining us, the Esports Tower works the same every week. Some of the best high school teams join the elite Esports Towers teams in a standalone bracket. They start with group play up to 4 groups of 3. This week, just 2 groups of 3. Round robin in the groups. The top 2 teams from each group advance to our semifinals, which are all best of 3, and then our finals are a best of 5. Here's what our bracket looked like after group play. Florence 1 just 2-0'd Southeast. They won that championship, and now we'll figure out who will be standing in their way. Will it be Forsyth Central? Will it be the Barracudas, 2 of the upper echelon teams in our Esports Tower Rumble? Nerdy, we're about to find out.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, this is going to be a very tough match for both these teams. There's blood in the water, and Barracudas are definitely smelling it. They're going to be coming after Forsyth with everything that they have. As we've mentioned before, they are 2-time champions here in the Esports Tower weekly tournaments, and they're trying for their 3rd title, so let's see if they can manage to do that this week.
Yeah, Forsyth has been an incredibly tough team, though. As you mentioned before the break, this is a team that came out swinging from the first time we were introduced to them, and they have not disappointed. So it will be a bloodbath to the very end. 3 games might not even do this series justice, but we will find out. It's Forsyth Central. It's the Esports Tower Barracudas. One of these teams gets a shot at Florence 1 in this week's championship, and the other one got to go home, do some VOD reviews, and try and figure out how to make it back next week. We get ready to go in here for game number 1. We've seen these teams a handful of times, Nerdy, so do you have any favorites, even just a barely, or do you think they're just too close to call?
I'm going to go with they're too close to call on this one. I genuinely like both of these teams and the way that they play, also the speed at which they play, because, I mean, for me, it makes my monkey brain happy when everything's, running at 1,000 miles per hour.
The Barracudas play incredibly fast. We'll see how this team of Yeezy, Quez, and Driftmaster take on DJ, KG, and Buddy. Yeezy's going to clear this one away. Bit of a card change for him from what we're used to seeing him on, and DJ pops it up. Oh, looking for the rebound there. Quez able to take it right off the wall, plays it around 1. He's got Yeezy near midfield. Oh, what a pass, and it's goal 1 for the Barracudas in this series.
That wasn't even 30 seconds.
You mentioned it. I mean, speed kills. These guys play incredibly fast on both sides.
Yeah, I hope we can see this speed continue throughout the entire course of the series right here as we see the second kickoff going in. And it's going to go in favor of the side of Barracudas once again, but Yeezy's going to elevate and get disrupted, not managing to get a touch on that ball, but Quez now has an opportunity, but gets taken out by Buddy down in front of the goal. Buddy's
going to clear it down into that corner. KG's trying to recenter it. He's forgiven the crossbar for now. His arch enemy, and he'll pass it back to Buddy, but a great steal there by Driftmaster, disrupting the foresight plays a little bit. Yeezy's going to pop it up, double tap. Oh, can't find it. Barely pushed away by Buddy, and the Barracudas miss a golden opportunity.
I don't know how Buddy maintained possession that entire time, but that was an incredible turnaround, and the follow-up from DJ is going to bring our score to a 1-1 tie with just a little bit under 4 minutes remaining.
Barracudas full scent on trying to get that second goal and got punished. Said just over 4 minutes left. We've already seen 2 goals, one aside. Kickoff barely goes in favor of the Barracudas. Buddy's in the perfect position, plays it around 1. Quez hits it, ball ends up bouncing off of Buddy. DJ comes in. Oh, huge demolition. KG wasn't even looking for him. That's going to allow things to be opened up for the Barracudas. Yeezy going to hit it down. Buddy going to try and clear it away. Quez in the perfect position. KG will elevate in front of the net. Misses on it, but a great save there by DJ to keep us in a tie game.
We've got Driftmaster trying to get some level of possession on this ball, but Buddy's just barely going to meet him there, forcing Drift to elevate, knock the ball right in front of their own goal. Now trying to take it up the side, but the disruption from DJ is real as they manage to boot the ball away, and a demolition comes out onto KG and DJ back to back, leaving Buddy with the opportunity to take this ball up the field, but the knock away from Yeezy is just going to clear barely to the side of the goal, and now Driftmaster has the opportunity to take it back to the blue side.
Take a shot there. DJ turns it away. Nice pass to Buddy, who will clear it all the way down. Quez will hit it into the corner where Buddy is waiting. He's got DJ near midfield, but he'll take it himself. Triple commit comes out for the Barracudas, but they're able to hold on. KG with the whip around, keeps the ball alive. Now in the corner, wants to play it off the wall, but it gets spiked down by Quez, and now he's going to take it up from that midfield stripe. Driftmaster trying to play it around DJ, can't quite find it. Buddy's shot turned away, and great defense there by the Barracudas. The pressure's still on as KG takes a shot from midfield, and Driftmaster with a nice save.
We've got DJ who's not letting up on their pressure right now with this ball getting knocked down with an assist from the Barracudas themselves, I think, on that one. Unfortunate misplay, but it's pretty normal here in the world of Rocket League to see that happen. Yeah, Yeezy got an unfortunate redirect there. That's okay. We still got plenty of time left in this round to even that score back up for the side of Barracudas.
Yeah, Barracudas got to make sure they find a way to clear this ball. There's a lot of pressure by Forsyth. Right off the kickoff, though. Quez going to pop it up in the air, play it to himself off the wall, but loses it. That's going to allow it to get cleared all the way down to the opposite corner. Yeezy now going to try and aerial it. Doesn't have too much boost. Oh, great play there by Quez. Yeezy now. Oh, a miss from Buddy. Yeezy trying to set something up for a teammate. Driftmaster was just too far behind, though. Him and Quez both committed on it as well. Yeezy wants to keep it alive. Driftmaster chasing after it. Quez going in as well. Just misses, unfortunately.
Yeah, but Driftmaster manages to crowd the ball still over here on the side of blue, popping up over past the goal yet again. Yeezy's going to play it off the wall for a centering shot with a follow-up from Quez, but it's just going to be a little bit too far to the left, and the crossbar is going to save the side of the Forsyth right there, so I bet KG's a little happy. Quez will elevate once again to try and knock that ball in front of the blue goal, but finally, Buddy manages to get it clear, sending it over to Yeezy, unfortunately.
Nice pass from Driftmaster to Yeezy, just too far in front of him. Oh, Quez was there, but Buddy makes a huge save to keep Forsyth in the lead. Just a minute and a half left. Pass back to Yeezy. That shot way too slow. DJ makes a great save. Driftmaster able to recenter it now, but DJ should be able to clear that one away. He'll land on top of it. Ball gets hit over to the corner by Quez, but KG's able to pop it right back.
Beautiful clear down the center of the field by KG, but Yeezy's gonna obviously read that one perfectly to send it right back down to the side of the blue. Buddy's gonna be over there and take the ball up the side of the midfield. Yeezy's gonna attempt to put some pressure on Buddy and manages to do just that, popping it over him, but KG's there for the follow-up to play it off the wall. DJ will elevate to try and get that final touch into the goal, but it's just barely gonna miss as the ball gets cleared over to Yeezy, who has the opportunity to take it to the goal. We've got a double commit coming off from Forsyth right now, trying to stop the Barracudas.
Ooh, great job by KG, just blasting that one home with under a minute left. Just barely puts it in front of DJ. Unfortunately, the Barracudas trying to press a little bit too much, and we've seen that. Been a little bit too over aggro for the Barracudas in this game, number one, but they still got 53 seconds left to make something happen. Right off the kickoff, Quez gonna hit it right towards that midfield stripe. KG will intercept it. Yeezy can't clear it away either. Now it's Driftmaster's turn. He'll play it off the wall to himself, hit it down into the corner. Oh, Buddy misses on it. Great opportunity, but Driftmaster was just, oh, that close.
Just a little bit more boost, and Driftmaster could have possibly beaten Buddy to that ball as we see it get knocked right in front of the goal, but the follow-up from DJ just won't be in their favor. That dang crossbar yet again not being their friend. Yeezy's gonna knock the ball over to the side of blue, forcing Buddy to play it off the wall here as Yeezy's trying to get some possession away from Buddy, but it keeps getting closer and closer to that orange goal. So we do see one of the members of Orange manage to knock it away. It was Quez, and now we've got all three members of the Barracudas right now trying to get this ball over to the blue side. We've got both Quez and Driftmaster elevating to keep this possession happening. It gets knocked high into the air. 1 second remaining if that ball touches the ground, and it does. So Forsyth will get our first victory.
Forsyth putting themselves on match point here. The Barracudas got to find a way to rally and take us to a game 3, and it just felt like for the Barracudas, that's maybe the worst game we've seen them play, Nerdy. We saw a lot of double commits even at the very end there, and I think that's really what took them out of a lot of scoring chances is you see two guys commit on a ball, and they just didn't have that clean rotation we're used to seeing from them.
I mean, everyone has off days. We're only human. I 100% would expect these guys to take the 60 seconds that they get between this round to be like, okay, we need to clean up our rotations and passes, and they're going to do just that and come back and give Forsyth a run for their money so they're not too comfortable with their 1-goal lead right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, even for how poorly the Barracudas play, they were able to keep it with basically a tie game for a majority of it, and Forsyth only really pulling away in those final minutes, and unfortunately one of them was an own goal. So I think the Barracudas, if they play like we're expecting them to play, they should come out here and not easily force a game 3, but should put themselves in a very good position to tie things up with Forsyth. But I like the Forsyth pressure. You know, they've kind of gotten over their tilt from the crossbar. I'm sure they were a little bit upset that it maybe stole a goal away from them, but it helped out just as much as it hurt. So I do like that they've refocused then, because I do think the crossbar tilt maybe cost them a little bit last week. They were having a little bit too much fun, and they just kind of tilted themselves, if you will.
I always kind of figure the crossbar is kind of being, impartial.
It tries.
It doesn't really favor anybody, but sometimes it just, it has a whoops.
Sometimes it feels like the crossbar, like your goal is just like 4 inches smaller than the opposing goal with the crossbar sometimes. We'll see here who hits the crossbar as that one barely goes off the crossbar, the first shot of the game from the Barracudas. Now they're playing with the speed we're used to as Quez is going to try and play that one. DJ hits it back. Nice pass over to Quez. Will pop it up in the air. I think he maybe thought Driftmaster was a little bit closer than he was. His buddy's able to clear that one down into the corner. Driftmaster will just punch him out of the way. That's going to allow Yeezy to start to take it up. Plays it around one perfectly. Can't quite get around the second one, but Quez is there. Wide open net!
Oh, that was beautiful. All right, so we can already see the Barracudas have completely overhauled their approach to this. They're staying spread out, making sure they have triangle passing opportunities between both teammates and ensuring that there is kind of like, a 1/3 split all the way down the field in their positioning compared to each other, making huge wide clears in that first couple of seconds of this match. I hope they keep that up, but Forsyth is still going to be getting these beautiful clears back over to the side of the Barracudas goal, forcing DJ and Quez to battle it out over here at the midfield for this ball.
Ooh, Driftmaster with a nice play to himself. Ball does eventually get turned away by DJ, who will launch it back towards that midfield stripe. Yeezy will go chasing, and he'll bail out for Quez. Launches it down into the corner. KG hits it right back. Yeezy is there in perfect position, though. DJ will ground it. Nice pass over to Buddy. They go on the give and go, but DJ just misses. Driftmaster sees his opportunity. But Buddy in great position. Quez now pops it up, trying for the follow-up. Oh, my goodness! What a goal for Quez to give the Barracudas a 2-0 lead.
I'm going to give a moment of silence here so everyone can see this beautiful ball control right here. Oh, that was, he pops the ball down below the player that he's trying to get around and is even prepared to elevate above him to knock it back in. Doesn't even have to be there, but is there anyway. As we see, Buddy now is going to have to deal with this ball here, taking it up the side wall. Driftmaster's there trying to get possession, almost kind of does, but Quez is there also managing to get that disruption in just enough to give Driftmaster the opportunity to take the ball closer to the goal. DJ will be there for the clear to take it back towards the orange side, but Yeezy's going to elevate, playing the ball off the ceiling, but it's going to drop down right in front of KG.
Teams trade out demolitions. DJ is going to keep that one alive. Ooh, a rare miss in game 2 for the Barracudas, but they're bailed out by their goalie. Driftmaster now clears it around the corner. DJ hits it back. Now it's Quez's turn. He'll rattle it around the corner. Buddy barely stops it. Ooh, ball gets popped right up in the air. Buddy's going to have a better angle than Driftmaster, and now the Barracudas got to retreat as Quez challenges him in the corner. Ooh, barely misses getting it around DJ. KG will take a shot on net off the backboard. There's a foul for DJ. Oh, what a save from Quez to keep the Barracudas with a 2-0 lead.
Barracudas are starting to lose their rotational patterns that they had coming out strongly in the first 2 minutes of this match. They're starting to bunch up a little bit, giving a lot more opportunity for Forsyth to get a lot of pressure here onto the Barracudas goal, but thankfully Quez is able to get the ball back up over into the corner. Driftmaster's there for the follow-up, but KG's going to elevate, knock it away. Yeezy is going to elevate as well, maintaining possession and control of the ball over here on the side of blue. KG and Buddy, though, are going to tag team it to take the ball down to the orange corner, leaving Driftmaster having to battle it out for the ball away from KG.
Ooh, Quez barely beats KG to the ball. It's a one-on-one versus him and Buddy. Oh, what a save by Buddy. It's the follow from Yeezy there. It is. Yeezy nearly overdrove it, recorrects, and the Barracudas have a 3-0 lead.
2 minutes and 10 seconds, though, for 3 goals is not something that is unheard of in the realm of Rocket League, so we can't discount anything yet. No, the final bell notes have not rung for the side of Forsyth yet. They can come out on top and come swinging as we see this first kickoff go back in favor of Forsyth. KG's going to take the ball up the side, but it's going to be cleared away by Driftmaster over to DJ at the mid.
DJ trying to find a teammate. Quez going to take a shot. KG barely gets that ball around Yeezy. Quez charging in, forces out a double commit from Forsyth. Now Driftmaster will take his shot. He's looking for his own rebound. Can't quite find it. DJ's going to clear it away. That ball gets hit right back. Yeezy comes charging in. All the pressure on the Forsyth side. Finally, KG gets a huge pinball clear down into the corner. Buddy overdrives it. Triple commit comes out there from the Barracudas, but Yeezy's finally able to take command of that ball. Ricochets towards the midfield line. KG just misses. Driftmaster sees his opportunity. He'll play it off the wall, but Quez does get demoed. So does Driftmaster. Yeezy's got to be careful. It's a 1-on-3. He's nearly going to score, just barely misses on it. Tries for one more time here. Oh, Buddy barely cleared it away.
Yeezy, that was a lot of shots on goal. Nicely done. Way to not give up, but that gave KG the opportunity to take it back to the midfield. However, those respawns coming out from that double demolition will play in favor of the Barracudas, allowing them to take the ball away from them. Driftmaster's going to try to keep the pressure up here with the help of Yeezy in front of the blue goal, but the clear from Buddy's going to go straight down into a clear goal. It's going to get cleared just to the right of the net, leaving Yeezy and Weezy to take the ball back up to the left side for blue.
KG trying to clear this one away. Time ticking down on Forsyth. Ooh, Yeezy ball barely bounces over him. Recentered once again. DJ's going to corral it and dribble it down towards midfield. Plays it around one. Forsyth needs this goal right here. KG, oh, didn't have the angle. Buddy shot. Oh, Yeezy turns that one away. Pass over to Quez, who looks for the clear shot. Oh, Driftmaster with a nice save. Buddy's trying to keep it alive for his team, but Quez able to hit it over into the corner, and he's going to be able to clear it with 30 seconds.
We've got KG trying to knock the ball away from the side of the Barracudas right now here at the mid, but Weezy's going to manage to play it past 2 members of the side of Forsyth right here. But DJ's going to be there for the follow-up, knocking the ball back in front of the blue goal, goes straight to Yeezy, who's going to take that opportunity to get to give the Barracudas their 4th goal of this round.
Yeah, that probably will seal it. Never say never, but only I think about 9 seconds left on the clock here. Going into this kickoff, it would be, a game-breaking bug at this point if there were Forsyth found a way in. Demo off the kickoff. We'll see if Forsyth can maybe get 1 goal here, set up something for game number 3 as DJ tries to dribble it home. Can't quite find it. Buddy's going to give one last attempt to his team. Ball's just wide. The Barracudas even up the series, and they send us to a winner-take-all game number 3.
Well, that's what we wanted, isn't it?
It's what we wanted. It's what we expected. These are some of the best teams in the Esports Tower Rumble, and they're giving us all we can handle, and it's only the semifinals. One of these teams has to take on Florence, who looks incredibly hot in these past few weeks. And right now, this is what we expect from the Barracudas. They felt just a smidge faster. Felt like Forsyth was always on that back foot, and they built a very, very quick lead. But we've seen Forsyth be able to handle the Barracudas' pressure. So Game 3 is really going to be whoever brings their A game, because I think both these teams probably have some regrets from their loss in this series.
I hope that in the 60 seconds that these teams both got right now, between these two matches, they honestly, all 6 players took an opportunity to just take a breath and just realign themselves and make believe the game score is 0-0 and they are in round 0 and it's anybody's match right now, because that's how you have to approach every single one of these rounds and always say that it's winnable. Right now, definitely it's winnable for either side. It just comes down to cleaning up those rotations a little bit. Yeah,
and the Barracudas even, you mentioned it about the first 2.5 minutes were excellent. Those last 2.5 minutes were kind of suspect, but they were able to hold on, and that offensive pressure just kept mounting. So definitely some exploitable defensive rotations for the Forsyth if they want to find their way into the finals. But the Barracudas, we just saw how well this team can play and why they're 2-time champs. And we're going to hop into game number 3 and find out who's going on to our finals in this week's Esports Tower Rumble. Off the kickoff, KG's going to win that one cleanly. Driftmaster, though, in the corner will take a shot down on the net. Oh, funky little bounce there, but Buddy is able to read it perfectly. Quez with a great pass to Driftmaster. Oh. KG with the huge save. Easy keeps the pressure on. Barracuda scores just 13 seconds in. Oh, nice jump.
Yeah, DJ, unfortunately, right here tries to elevate to get the ball, but does not read it perfectly. It goes a little too far to the left. 1 goal, 13 seconds. That's not that big of a deal. Both sides have the opportunity to come back from that. Either way, we've got Forsyth right now who has some level of ball possession, but they're retreating now as Buddy elevates to knock the ball back to the mid. Does he have a follow-up? He does not, as Easy tries to be there, but DJ is going to knock it back down over to Buddy.
Oh, scary here for the Barracudas. DJ is going to take a shot. Quez will make the save. Buddy now racing back. You've got Yeezy there for the follow-up. Oh, he just was a bit too far in front of that ball and popped it up beside the net. Trying to keep the play alive is Quez. Great save by Buddy. Can KG or Buddy get there in time? They will. Quez trying to keep the pressure on. Bit of a double commit comes out from Buddy and KG. Yeezy's going to get a shot. Oh, right off the crossbar, and KG gets it clear.
I bet KG's very happy right now as they're managing to take the ball up the side with some help from DJ. They play it off of each other and manage to score the first goal of this round with 4 minutes remaining. It is anybody's game.
KG and DJ play it perfectly. KG's going to end up with a nice little pinball goal there off of Quez. Easy can't quite get there in time, and we're tied up at 1. Our winner take all in semifinal number 2. Here comes the kickoff. Buddy wins that one very cleanly, but KG misses on the cheat. DJ is able to come up. Driftmaster, nice pass over to Yeezy. Off the back wall. Does anyone have a follow-up? No, it's not strong enough, but Yeezy hits it in from a very incredible angle to put the Barracudas back in front.
I honestly did not think that was going to go in. I thought he was a little bit too close to the goal there, but perfectly read from Yeezy, managing to get them their 1-goal lead. But as we stated just 20 seconds ago, it's still anybody's game.
Ooh, nice kickoff win there for Quez. DJ's gonna have to make a great save. Clear it all the way down over to KG. This time the ball stopped right in front of the net by Driftmaster. Buddy shot, also turned away by Driftmaster. Does DJ have the follow-up?
Oh!
No, it's turned away on a double commit, but the pressure's still on. Yeezy finally pushes it away for Buddy. DJ keeps it alive. Oh, a little bit of a team bump there. Quez ends up launching Yeezy all the way across the map and clearing that ball away. DJ now in the corner looking for a clear, pops it up over 1. KG tees it off of him. Ball's going to go off the back wall. Does KG have a follow-up? No. Yeezy with a nice little play there.
DJ's going to elevate and knock the ball right in front of the goal with a follow-up from Buddy, and KG's going to find the touch to score the second goal, and we are now tied 2-2 with, I believe, just around 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, you're going to see Yeezy commits on the first one. Him and Quez kind of double committed on that one. Wide open net. Just like that. 2 minutes gone by. We're all tied at 2 aside. Kickoff. Yeezy going to collide there. Ball bounces over Quez and Yeezy. So DJ ends up winning that one cleanly. Puts himself in a great opportunity, but a huge last-second save from Quez keeps us tied for now. Buddy tries to waterfall it down in front of the net, but Quez able to find the clear. Now has a follow-up opportunity. Bounces the ball over KG. DJ pops it up in the air. Driftmaster wants to take a shot on net. Yeezy plays it around perfectly. Is there any follow-up? No, there's not. and the Forsyth side will survive.
We've got Quez getting moved around a lot here by Buddy, who's gonna maintain possession of the ball, just managed to knock it away in front of the blue goal. DJ's also gonna send it to the side. KG will elevate to try and get possession on it, but he will just barely miss it. Now DJ, Yeezy, and Driftmaster battling it out for ball possession over here in the corner. KG is gonna manage to pop it high in the air and play it off the wall, but Quez is gonna be there for the follow-up, taking it and sending it over to Driftmaster right in front of the blue goal. Buddy will elevate and send it back to the mid, but Quez is there to maintain side control on the blue as the ball gets knocked back over towards the blue goal.
KG goes chasing. Buddy is there. 2 minutes left, and Buddy gets around a pair. He'll keep his momentum up into the corner. Centers it, but the ball is just moving way too quickly. That's going to allow Yeezy. Oh, plays around KG with perfection. DJ challenges him, though. 4 members over in this corner trying to find a clear on this ball. KG finally keeps it alive. His shot turned away by Yeezy. Driftmaster settles in on the net, but Yeezy's going to be able to clear that one down. Does Buddy have a stop? Yes, he does. We'll pass it over to KG, but Driftmaster, nice clear there. Plays it off the wall to himself. And Quez with a nice pass. Nice turn away by Buddy.
There's a lot of bumper cars happening now from the side of Forsyth Central onto the Barracuda's team. We see them just not going for demos, but to just disrupt and move them around as much as they possibly can. So it's making it a lot harder for the Barracudas to get clean clears coming out for any of their players right now because of Forsyth just constantly hitting them.
DJ now off the ceiling, minute left, trying to find the game-winning goal, can't quite get it. Oh, KG with a great hit down into the corner. Driftmaster tries to pinch it off the wall, can't quite find it. KG and Buddy going to combine to recenter that one. Demo comes out onto Yeezy. He wasn't ready for it, but Quez bumps Buddy out of the way. Has an opportunity here, wants to penalty it around. Buddy will do just that, but DJ launches it all the way to the other side. Driftmaster keeps it alive. Ball goes over Quez. KG's now going to keep it up, plays it around Quez perfectly.
We've got Yeezy who's going to take the ball away from KG and bring it back in front of the blue goal, but DJ's going to read that one perfectly, elevating to knock it back to the side. Driftmaster's there for the follow-up, though, to try to keep the pressure onto the blue side of the field, but the demolition's going to come out onto DJ. They've respawned just in time to knock the ball just wide of the goal.
Oh, I thought Barracudas were going to win it right there. They have another opportunity. Buddy on the wall, plays it around Driftmaster. Quez will keep it alive. Oh, centers it perfectly for Yeezy, but the shot was wide, and DJ makes the save. 7 seconds left. Trying to reverse field. Quez can't quite stop it. Ball goes into the corner. Yeezy goes chasing. He wants to hit it on the ground and just reset for overtime.
And now we are in golden goal opportunity territory right now. I'm hoping we don't see a kickoff goal as the kickoff goes in favor of KG, managing to take it down to the orange side of the field into the corner. Yeezy's going to elevate, knock the ball back towards the mid, forcing KG to rotate back, who reads that one perfectly, sending it into the air, but the follow-up from the side of the Barracudas is just enough for Driftmaster to score that game-winning goal.
Yeah, felt like all the pressure was shifting over to the side of the Barracudas. Great shot there. You see the miss. That allows Driftmaster to just put it in. A hard-fought series. We needed overtime, but the Barracudas barely survive. They'll advance to the finals, and they'll get their rematch against Florence 1 in the championship.
I feel like we kind of low-key Caster cursed this one by calling that this is what we wanted to see, but I am not saddened by the battle we saw coming out from the side of Forsyth for this match right here. So, you know, congratulations to both teams. Yeah, that was well played.
Well, before we find out who the champion is it Florence 1 or is it the Barracudas? Nerdy, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the Esports Tower?
Well, if you've ever wanted to be seen by some expert college recruiters, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, and game producers, then you should definitely join the Esports Tower Club. The players get insider access to the industry insights, and with our featured Rumbles recruits and recruiters taking notice too, it's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship.
And right now the Barracudas trying to make themselves 3-time champions here in this Esports Tower Rumble, but they've got to get through Florence 1 first. These teams, as you see there, were both in Group A. It was a very hard-fought series, even needing overtime, but Florence 1 did 2-0 the side of the Barracudas, so they're probably your slight favorites heading into this match, but both these teams appeared to be some of the strongest in the group when we started out, and they're now in the finals, so anything goes, and it's best of 5. Would not shock me if we go all 5.
I hope we go all 5. Just to be blunt, I mean, it gives the opportunity for all 6 players between the two teams to actually, analyze the gameplay, take those 60 seconds to, have a game plan. We do know that Florence is coming out with this kind of new disruption strategy that they favor instead of going for those demolitions, which in theory don't do well if you're on defensive and you get a demo because it respawns that other player over on the defensive side.
Yep.
By going for that disruption play, you actually are making it so they're in a worse position than they would have been if they got demoed. So that's going to be something very interesting for the Barracudas to have to deal with.
Well, we'll find out very soon. Is it going to be the Barracudas with their third championship, or will Florence 1 host the trophy for the first time? Find out after this break.
Legendary parts for legendary wins.
Hello and welcome back into the Esports Tower Rumble. It's time for the finals, broadcasting here from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. It's a rematch from group play between Florence 1 and the Barracudas. One of these teams going home the champions. Florence 1 won the group play matchup 2-0 in a best of 3. We'll transition a bit to a best of 5. If you are just joining us, the Esports Tower Rumble, so every week here on the Boise State Twitch channel, every Monday, some of the best high school teams join the Esports Towers Elites team in a standalone bracket. They start with group play. They'll round robin through the groups with the top teams advancing into our bracket. The semifinals being a best of 3, and our finals now, which are around the corner, are a best of 5. Here's how we started with our visiting high school teams, Florence 1, Southeast, and Forsyth, all very tough teams. For the Esports Tower, we got the Barracudas, the Swerve, and the Spiders. The Barracudas and Spiders in recent weeks very strong. The Swerve, a new team, Nerdy, but when we saw some of their highlights, definitely names that we recognize from the Esports Tower.
Yeah, a new team by name, but not by composition.
Yeah, we had guys like Anthony, like Dopus, guys that we had seen, I think, on the high school side who have now joined the Esports Tower team. And unfortunately, the Swerve got stuck in the group that has the two teams in the championships, as we mentioned. It's Florence 1, it's the Barracudas. Florence 1 won our first matchup of the night. But that's not the one that matters. It's the championship that matters, and we are just moments away from crowning this week's champion between Florence 1 and the Barracudas. These teams are incredibly close, Nerdy, and I'm expecting us to get a 5-game championship for, I think, the first time since I've started casting. We've seen a lot of 3-0s in the championship. I think we had a 3-1 last week. I'm expecting it to be a 3-2 because these teams seem incredibly close.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. And if it's not, I won't be too brokenhearted, but I'm genuinely hoping we see all 5 games play out because I feel like that's going to give the best opportunity for both of these teams to possibly show us what exactly they are capable of doing and doing it perfectly.
Yeah, these teams, when we showed the groups, these are the teams that I had my eye on. I was kind of a little upset that they had to play each other in the group, but it ended up working out. They're now in the championship. One of them will go home as the winners. Barracudas already have a couple of trophies on their shelves, so they would have to make some room. Florence 1 wants to join that group. So we get Doc's keys to the game. Play fast, maintain side control, confident callouts, and olay those demos. Though against Florence 1, from what we've seen, it might be just olay those disruptions because that was a big reason why they stormed to the finals. It's all presented by the Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, and improve your performance under pressure. Get matched with great players and a professional coach to help you rank up. Well, talk about pressure. It's a championship, Nerdy. There's a lot of pressure on both these teams.
Yeah, I can't lie. Championship games are always kind of like the last lap of Mario when the music's really intense and you kind of really need to pee, but you can't walk away because you're on multiplayer and you can't hit pause. So I apologize to both these teams. I know this is going to be a very anxiety-inducing round of games, but you're all capable of playing this game way better and beyond most people that I've seen. So just show us everything that you possibly can.
Well, let's get ready to go into game number 1. It's Florence 1. Looking for some revenge after they took second place last week, and it's the Barracudas who, after a week off, have swam in the championship, and they're looking for their third one in the Esports Tower this season. And be very curious to see who gets off to the hot start. The Barracudas, when they've played strong, have gotten a quick goal, but they have also at times a little bit of lackadaisical play as Yeezy right off the kickoff wins that one. Mario's going to launch it down into the corner. Bean Man nearly sets it up, but Sandwich Man takes it home, and that's a goal within 7 seconds.
As we mentioned earlier with the side of the Barracudas, their strength is definitely their speed and rotations, but in this early kickoff here, because it went so in favor of the side of Florence 1, they bunched up very quick and kind of let those rotations fall apart. They've got to clean that up if they're expecting to come out on top here.
Yeah, we saw those rotations plague them in the semifinal game they lost against Forsyth. Easy tries to clear it down. Demolition goes out onto Mario. Sandwich Man misses the clear. Great opportunity for Driftmaster. That ball just barely gets stopped there. He'll even get launched out of the way. There's some of that disruption gameplay we were talking about. Quez trying to clear it onto the net. Can't quite find it. The ball gets hit back into the corner, though. Driftmaster is there. Sandwich Man plays it off the back wall. Yeezy trying to set something up for Quez, but not in a great position. Sandwich Man clears it down. Yeezy has to go racing back. Ball centered up for Bean Man. Off the crossbar. Mario hits it home through the triple commit.
All 3 members of the Barracudas had elevated there to try and just get a touch on that ball, but none were quite fast enough as it just passes through all 3 of them. That is a prime freeze frame moment for the side of Florence and a prime VOD review moment for the side of the Barracudas.
Plenty of time still here for the Barracudas off the kickoff. Driftmaster overdrives it a little bit, so Bean Man's going to be able to clear it. Oh, great shot from Quez. Bean Man's clear, disrupted right away, and we've got ourselves a 2-1 game.
I believe we are less than, I want to say 45 seconds into this first round. We've seen multiple goals already. This might be a high score game, and I'm really hoping it is, because that's always fun.
2-1 here. Oh, Yeezy's going to take a shot on net. Ball just barely goes wide. Florence 1 thanking their lucky stars. Driftmaster centers it over for Yeezy. Not in a great angle, though, so Bean Man's able to clear it away. Now, Mario cleared over another member of the Barracudas. Sandwich Man takes a shot on net. Quez clears it down into the corner. Yeezy in pursuit. Bean Man, nice center to Sandwich Man. Top corner, nice. Bean Man's got the follow-up.
That was some beautiful rotations happening there coming out from the side of Florence. However, for the side of the Barracudas, before this attack occurred from Florence, when they were on the offensive, they had to deal with a lot of disruption coming from Florence that we've not seen them use against other teams just yet. So the Barracudas are going to have to adjust their play style if they're going to want to come out on top.
Oh, great pass over to Mario. Ball just goes wide. Bean Man wants the follow-up. He'll play the corner to himself, pass it down to Sandwich Man. He'll take the shot. Easy will turn that one away with a great little bicycle hit. Mario takes a shot, goes wide of the net though. Easy's able to clear it away for now. He's going to be able to get his own rebound as well. Play it all the way down to the corner. Sandwich Man is there. Oh, loses the ball though, but still able to get towards midfield.
Mario's going to maintain possession as it gets dropped down here into the corner, but the follow-up from their teammates not going to be enough as the ball gets knocked back towards the midfield. Sandwich Man's going to rotate back towards the goal and get possession, taking it back up midfield, passing it down to Bean Man in the corner, but it's going to get knocked away by one of the members of the Barracudas, forcing Bean Man to take it up the wall, play it off the ceiling, dropping it down in front of the orange net, but it's going to get cleared away by Yeezy.
Driftmaster wanted that shot, turned away by Mario. Now Yeezy has an opportunity. Sandwich Man reads that one perfectly, but Driftmaster still has a chance. He's going to center up for Quez or Yeezy. Both of them just waiting on it. Ends up being Quez with that ball in the corner. Bean Man just barely hits him out of the way. Yeezy now hits it off the ceiling, kind of loses it a little bit. Great little fancy play there, but Mario was not distracted. Makes a great save. Bean Man, oh, what a play. Broke his ankles, but unfortunately, nice stop there by Driftmaster. He'll hit it down into the corner.
Sandwich Man's going to knock the ball in front of the blue goal back down towards the corner, allowing Quez to get the follow-up here, trying to battle it out for ball possession from Sandwich Man, who's going to take it into the air, waterfall it down, but Driftmaster's going to be there for the redirect back towards the blue goal. Mario's going to play it off the wall, dropping it down in front of the goal as what we see a demolition come out onto Bean Man, and Quez is going to get the third goal for the side. Oh, sorry, the second goal for the Barracudas.
Yeah, that's more of that standard, just run into somebody in the net. He might have even hit Sandwich Man on the way out. Didn't get a chance to see from that angle, but a great play there from the Barracudas. Just like that, they're back within one goal. Still 2 minutes left here in game number one. Oh, Yeezy with a clean win off the kickoff. Driftmaster's cheating up.
There's no one in
man
the
to
goal,
beat.
really?
Oh, what a great pass. Sets up Quez perfectly.
We mentioned it earlier that the Barracudas, one of their strengths beyond the speed that they like to go in with is their ability to pass between each other. Granted, that wasn't the most beautiful or elegant passing position we've seen them in thus far, but it worked.
That was a great kickoff. We'll see if Florence 1 can answer. Quez forced to make a great save. Sandwich Man takes a shot, but Quez disrupts that one perfectly. And then chases his own ball, centered up for a teammate. Yeezy's flying in. Can he get the double tap? No, Driftmaster just can't quite get there, but a double commit comes out. The goal is wide open for the side of Florence 1, but the shot goes wide. Demolition comes out onto Yeezy. Quez going to take the shot.
Oh.
Crossbar makes a great save.
Bean Man's going to be there to put the pressure onto Quez, but the ball's going to get knocked away into the hands of Driftmaster, leaving Mario to knock the ball away from the goal, but the ball gets sent back over to Quez, who now is going to try and bop it up over Mario, does just that, but there isn't enough follow-up from their team to maintain possession as it gets knocked wide of the goal over into the corner. Yeezy's going to try and get possession, but Mario's going to elevate quicker and manage to knock the ball back to the midfield. Driftmaster's going to be there, though, and send the ball right in front of the blue goal. No one's going to manage to get a touch on it as it gets dropped down right at the midfield in front of Bean Man.
Quez, nice steal there. Sandwich Man hits it back, just under a minute left. Yeezy will take a shot. He's got Quez hanging out. What an angle for Quez, and he gives the Barracudas a lead with 51 seconds.
One goal lead. They need to play. The Barracudas need to play very carefully here, as the side of Florence is already established. They can get goals in a short amount of time, just like the Barracudas can. So they cannot let their rotations fall apart if they want to keep this one goal lead.
He's going to win that kickoff. Driftmaster redirects it around Bean Man. He's got Quez charging in near midfield. Quez looking for his fifth goal. Can't quite find it. Mario's going to clear it down. 38 seconds left, down into the corner. Yeezy will play it right back. Bean Man's got a bail. Sandwich Man keeps it alive, though. But unfortunately, no one else is there.
You've got Yeezy and Quez both double committing on this ball, managing to get it cleared over to the side of blue, but Mario's going to be there to try and get some level of possession as it gets knocked away from the goal. Bean Man manages to get a touch on it as well. Mario still has most of the possession here as it gets cleared in front of the goal. Yeezy is going to be there to try and get a shot in. However, it's going to be cleared wide of the goal. Mario will elevate and try to knock the ball away back towards the orange goal. No one's going to manage to get a touch on it, though, as Bean Man's taking it up the side, gets a demolition onto Quez.
Ball gotta touch the ground and it's game over. Oh man! If you're Florence 1, you'd like to argue that hit the wall, not the ground, but the game says otherwise, and the Barracudas come roaring back to take game number one. Quez with all 4 goals, and for the first 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, I thought that disruption strategy from Florence 1 was perfect, Nerdy, but in the end, Barracudas adapted, and Quez put himself in a great position time after time.
Honestly, the Barracudas do a great job of playing away from one another far enough that disruption plays a little bit harder to pull off. You can't disrupt multiple players at once, and also the one that you're disrupting is far enough away from the action that it's like, okay, for them, so to speak, for that couple of seconds that they are getting bonked around. So Florence is going to have to adapt a lot of their play style if they're going to come out on top in this next one.
Yeah, Florence won. I mean, even for all that, they had the 3-1 lead. It required really a great comeback by the Barracudas. I will say the other thing that's starting to pick up there is those kickoffs. It feels like the Barracudas have a clean advantage. They scored 1 goal right off a kickoff, set themselves up in great opportunity a handful of times. So Florence won. Got to be careful they don't let those kickoffs get away, because we've seen in the past, if you let those kickoffs get away, the other team knows, oh, you scored? We can easily just score in 5 seconds off a kickoff.
Yeah, as much as I love kickoff goals, I totally understand that they're a little cheesy, so I won't be cheering for as many of them as I normally do.
Getting ready to go here in game number 2. Remember, the finals are a best of 5. So the Barracudas still have to win a pair of games here. Plenty of time for Florence 1 to even up this series. It's right off the kickoff. There it is. Huge advantage. Ball's just going to... Oh, no, it's not. Beanman makes a great save. I think even the Barracudas were in my boat thinking that ball would roll in, and they kind of bailed out on it. Driftmaster gets the demolition, but unfortunately for the Barracudas, they threw away a prime scoring chance. Sandwich Man trying to make him pay. He's going to bump Driftmaster right out of the way. That pass just goes wide.
Quez is going to manage to get possession and take the ball up the side. He's got Yeezy to pass to, who's right there and sends it in on a shot on goal, but the follow-up from Sandwich Man is going to clear it back over to the mid. Sandwich is going to take it for himself back down towards the orange goal, but it's going to be read perfectly by Driftmaster and redirected towards the corner.
Another pair of epic saves there for both these teams. Sandwich Man wants to keep the pressure on. Oh, huge save from Quez, but Beanman punches it home, and he gives Florence 1 the first lead of game 2.
Remember how you mentioned that we might see a 5-game series?
Yep.
I think we're going to see a 5-game series.
Yeah, these teams feel incredibly close, and it's going to come down to whichever team doesn't throw away golden opportunities. The Barracudas had an easy one off this kickoff. We'll see how the next one goes. This time a great win there. Quez able to keep the pressure on, though. Can't quite keep the ball alive in the air, and Sandwich Man will clear across the field and then push it down towards that midfield line. Quez going to hit it back. He's looking to play his own rebound. Mario can't quite find it. Oh, double tap. Driftmaster, there it is. Kickoff pressure.
Minute and 6 seconds in, already 2 goals scored, 1-1 scored, both sides. It's anybody's game. I can't place bets on anybody right now.
Florence 1 has got to figure out these kickoffs, though. They have routinely gone where the Barracudas. Is this one rare as well? Driftmaster with a great chance, passes it over to Quez. Sandwich Man reads that one, makes a great save. Demolition comes out onto Easy. Quez able to bicycle that one away from Mario. Easy off the respawn, a little bit of hesitation, place it around Sandwich Man. Bean Man reads it perfectly. Should have a nice attempt here. He'll play his own little pop-up game there. Driftmaster barely redirects that ball away from the net.
Bean Man comes in with the follow-up from Mario, and they're gonna manage to get their second goal of the game.
I don't know how that ball hit Driftmaster, but just barely. Couldn't get it that time. Yeezy was trying for the wraparound, but was just too far behind the ball. Just like that, Florence 1 put themselves back in the lead. They got to hold it in this game, though. Oh, clean kickoff win this time for Mario. Driftmaster tries to hit it back. Sandwich Man barely dunks that ball over Yeezy, but Quez gets it over to the corner. Driftmaster is waiting. Bean Man clears it down, though. Great pass to Sandwich Man. Ball's just a bit in front of him. Yeezy now has got to make a great save in front of his net, and he will.
Sending it over to Driftmaster, is going to send it right back to Yeezy as they pinball it off of Bean Man, but the follow-up from Sandwich Man's going to knock it over into the midfield. Sandwich Man's going to try and take it up the mid, but it's going to be played off of the ceiling by the Driftmaster, who's going to send it back towards Yeezy, taking it down into the corner for on the side of blue. Quez is there trying to disrupt Bean Man's forward push onto the side of orange as Driftmaster gets taken out by Bean Man.
Easy in the corner, able to play around one. Can't get around Sandwich Man. Quez will elevate for it. Great opportunity for him. Oh, just off the crossbar.
Now we got Quez trying to battle it out for possession of this ball away from Sandwich Man. They managed to do just that, playing it around Sandwich Man with the follow-up from Driftmaster. sandwich, but it's getting cleared away by Mario. A Sandwich Man now has possession with the ball down in the corner, dropping it down in front of the orange goal, but Mario's going to clear it back towards the midfield. Well, sorry, not Mario. It's getting cleared back towards the midfield towards Mario, but Yeezy's going to knock it back down, and the follow-up from Quez is going to get a shot on goal.
Oh, Sandwich Man with a huge save. Now trying to chase his own rebound. Ball barely redirected there. Mario's trying to center it up for Bean Man. Ball's just a little bit too quick. So Bean Man now looks to center it up for Mario, who takes a great shot in. If it doesn't work the first time, just try it in reverse, and Florence has a 3-1 lead.
I do believe we have just around 2 minutes remaining. It's only a 2-goal score differential right now. It's still anybody's game, but for the side of the Barracudas, they need to do something right now, whether it's clean up those passes or just make smarter passes and touches on this ball in order to come out on top here.
Barracudas have the shot advantage, 9-6. We've seen a handful of fantastic saves by Florence 1. They're going to need to make another one right here. Sandwich Man will do it right on cue. Master's just going to take it back to his own goal. He's got to be careful.
Oh, this is anxiety-inducing.
Now he's able to clear that one away. Mario's right near midfield, though. Keeps the play alive, and Quez will clear it out looking for his own rebound. Bean Man's going to deny that one. Bean Man's got Sandwich Man, but that pass, unfortunately, going to go nowhere. Mario keeps the play alive. There's the clear.
The clear ends up getting sent to Bean Man, who knocks it back down towards the goal, leading to Yeezy, who's going to clear it down over to Quez at the mid. Mario's trying to get Yeezy and Quez to disrupt Yeezy and Quez and get possession of this ball as it gets popped up in front of the blue goal. Mario's there to knock it towards the midfield in front of the orange goal, and Bean Man elevates, trying to be there for the follow-up. Sandwich Man as well, but it hits the crossbar, sending the ball back over towards the blue side as Driftmaster's trying to get possession, playing it off the wall here, and it gets sent back towards the mid.
Quez should have a good opportunity to play this one around Sandwich Man, and he will. And he get the follow-up, doesn't look like it. Yeezy's going to pass it down to Quez, intercepted there by Mario, under a minute left. Barracuda's got to score here and quickly if they want a chance of tying this game up. Bean Man, though, going to try and end it right here. Yeezy makes a great save to keep it out of the net. Sandwich Man does keep it alive, though, and Driftmaster will hit it back with 30 seconds.
Got Bean Man trying to play it off the wall. It gets sent over to Mario right in front of the blue goal, but Sandwich Man's there to redirect it towards the mid. They're trying to be there for their own clear. Bean Man will elevate and try to pass it over to Mario. Driftmaster 2 will try to get a touch, but Quez ultimately will be the one to knock it back down. The ball is still on the side of Orange as we have Driftmaster trying to take the ball up the mid in the air down into the 8-second mark. With a 2-goal differential right now, it looks like this one might be going in favor of Florence as all members of the Barracudas are just trying to not let this ball go in.
0 seconds left. We'll see if Bean Man can get a final second goal. He cannot, but Florence 1 will even up the series at 1 aside. And the Barracudas, they did everything they could. They had the shot advantage, but we saw time and time again fantastic saves. And I think, unfortunately, we redirected that very first goal where it looked like it was going to go in. The Barracudas kind of bailed Nerdy, and they allowed a great clear to come out from Mario when that ball was about 50 to 60% black. Looked like I thought it was going to roll in.
Yeah, you can't just always assume that the ball's going to do what you want it to do.
Yep.
I mean, gravity most of the time works in my favor, but I still trip and fall a lot. So, it's the same idea with that soccer ball. It has to fully cross that line, and unless you are there to guarantee it, you have to assume it's not going to happen.
Yeah, the Barracudas, I mean, the kickoffs, little bit better for Florence 1. I still think the Barracudas had a couple of clean wins, just couldn't turn them into goals. But Florence 1, I mean, that defensive performance, I don't know if it's sustainable because they had multiple saves, one on balls that looked like they were going to go in. So if you're the Barracudas, I feel like if you play that game again, 6 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10, you probably end up winning. So they don't need to change too much. Florence 1, they can solve those kickoffs. I think they might have a little bit of an advantage.
My advice to the Barracudas is just spend the extra 1.5, 2 seconds waiting to make sure that ball is there and in the goal. You can be in position for the follow-up and just verify that the ball goes in without ever touching it, and then you respawn for the kickoff. It's no big deal. It's a lot better than going all the way back towards your own goal thinking it's going to go in, and instead there's a clear shot that goes into your own goal.
Yeah, we did also see a lot of demolitions come out at the end there. It felt like every 30 seconds somebody for the Barracudas was getting demoed. So Florence 1 has kind of gone away from that like less aggressive style of just kind of being disruptive, and now they've gone full send. So we go back to Doc's Keys with make sure you olay those demos. Times where there maybe was a chance for an opportunity to score, but the Barracudas were in a 2-on-3 and didn't have that third member.
RC cars go brrr.
They're going boom right now is what they're doing. So.
I wonder, I want to keep track of how many demolitions each of these teams ends up pulling out throughout the entire course of this tournament, just so we can say that this is a high aggressive style of game because of how many we see coming out. But, you know, that's a stat to incorporate another time.
Yeah, I mean, we can hand track it, but yeah, it is one of those things where it feels. The one problem with that is there are a couple of goal scoring animations. I know Boise State Orange has a pair of them that get you demos when you score.
What?
Yeah, it's like it shoots a bunch of missiles in, and it like actually shows up as demos.
Oh, well then.
So there, and I think there's like a nuclear explosion. A couple of the players are running in this, where if you're right in the explosion when the goal is scored, it does count as a demo. So the demo stats are a bit funky, just because they've added so many goal scoring animations that kind of pad your stats, if you will. So.
I mean, I would be going straight for goals just to get my demo stats padded.
Yeah, I do love it's like the missile lock, and it fires a bunch of missiles in. If you're like even within like, you know, if you're in the goal box, you get demoed, even if you're on the same team as the guy who scored. So we'll kick off game 2.
No!
Oh, Yeezy makes the save. I said Florence 1 had to fix the kickoff problems.
And they did. They listened to us. I also kind of think that was you think we have a problem?
They don't have a problem. You're just baiting them into overconfidence. Florence 1 will score quickly here. It is a best of 5, so neither team can win the series off this. But they put themselves on match point, and oh no! Oh, Yeezy missed. Beanman had an opportunity, and just like that, kickoffs have gone the other way. See if the Barracudas can clean that one up. Right now, they're looking for a goal. Is Yeezy and Beanman going to run into each other? Beanman will lose the ball as he comes crashing down to the earth. Eventually does corral it, though. Yeezy tries to pass it over to Quez. Unfortunately, Sandwich Man's going to play it back, and Yeezy now in the corner has to clear it away from Mario.
We've got Mario trying to play the ball off the wall to themselves. Thankfully, Beanman's going to come in for the follow-up. Quez is going to get demolished by Sandwich Man off screen, leaving Sandwich Man to take the ball up the side here on the orange side. Yeezy will elevate to try and knock the ball away from them, just barely missing it, but we get a clear coming out from Quez, sending the ball to the midfield, as we do see a demo come out on the both Beanman and Yeezy.
Like the 4th of July out there with all these fireworks. A Sandwich Man shot from midfield goes in, and Florence 1 has built a 2-0 lead in the first minute.
Unfortunately for the side of Barracudas, there's a little bit too much of an overcommitment here on the offensive side, as they had no one ready to rotate back. Yeezy was still at the midfield when we had one of the players of Florence cross past them, so that's when you know you're over-rotated.
Ooh, Driftmaster thought he could steal that one off the kickoff, but Sandwich Man was in a great opportunity. Great spot as well. Beanman shot, saved by Quez. There's that disruption we were talking about. Quez trying to fake somebody out. Sandwich Man calls him out on his bluff and challenges him. Quez barely dunks the ball around him. Looking for the double tap off the wall. Scary position there, but Mario's able to clear it away.
We've got Quez now trying to take this ball up the midfield. The Driftmaster's going to come in and play it off the wall to themselves. He's going to get hit off the back wall, sending the ball to Mario over on the side of Orange. It's going to go right past the goal, leaving Quez and Yeezy to battle it out for possession. You get it sent over to the mid. Driftmaster's there, but ends up getting a demolition on Beanman. So Quez now has the ball, taking it down in front of the blue goal, but Sandwich Man's going to elevate with some pressure from Driftmaster, and Beanman will ultimately get it cleared over to Yeezy at the mid.
Mario intercepts that one, passes it down to Beanman, plays it off the back wall. Triple commit comes out for the Barracudas, but they're able to make the save. Sandwich Man now the pass to Mario. Quez will intercept that one. Sandwich Man plays it back off the back wall to Beanman this time, who centers it up for Mario, charging in. Huge save, though, from Quez. Yeezy trying to find the clear. Sandwich Man's going to get one more opportunity off the top of the wall. Ooh, nice save there by Driftmaster and Yeezy. And Quez should be able to look for a clear. Can't quite find it, but Sandwich Man passes it over to Beanman. Trying to find an opportunity in the corner. They'll recenter it for Mario. Quez barely dunks it over him. And now here's the clear that the Barracudas needed.
Got Sandwich Man, though, who's going to manage to read that one perfectly and redirect it, leaving it with Mario taking it up the side of the field, playing it off the wall, trying to get that foot reset. Doesn't quite get it as the ball does get knocked away by one of the members of the Barracudas. Sandwich Man will elevate to try and get possession. Beanman will ultimately take it up the side of the wall, playing it in front of the goal as it drops down. Sandwich Man's looking for an opportunity to come in and help Beanman, but Yeezy will clear it over to the side, sending the ball to Mario as we see a double commit come out from the Barracudas.
Well, the Barracudas can find it clear just yet. Yeezy tries to play it around Beanman, can't do it. Sandwich Man centers to Mario, shot right at the top of the crossbar. Florence 1 has themselves a 3-0 lead here.
I do believe we have just about 90 seconds remaining, so averaging 1 goal every 30 seconds would set the Barracudas to even this out and take us into overtime. Isn't something that isn't in the cards, but they'll have to clean up those rotational issues that they've been having and those double and triple commits on those balls.
Florence 1 had a good 2 minutes of side control there. Easy's trying to flip that around. He'll play it around Sandwich Man. Gets around another one. Ball's right in front of the net. Driftmaster just missing on it. Another golden opportunity goes away for the Barracudas. Now they've got to go back on defense.
Sandwich Man manages to take the ball almost all the way down to the orange goal, but finally it's going to get cleared away, leaving the ball in with Yeezy, who clears it, who sends it back towards the blue. Sandwich Man rotates back towards the blue goal, leaving Mario to take the ball up towards an open goal with the follow-up from Bean Man, and that's going to be the 4th goal for the side of Florence 1 with just a little under 90 seconds remaining.
A great play by Mario, plays around a couple, leaves it for Bean Man. Nobody in the back of the net. The Barracudas rotations falling apart here a little bit in game number 3, and now they're going to need a miracle comeback. Down 4 with a minute 20 left. Not even the kickoffs are going their way, but Driftmaster will get a demo onto Sandwich Man. Quez is going to carry that one from his back position. Right off the kickoff. They only need 6 seconds. It's still a long road to go, but they at least get one back.
That was I couldn't have asked for a better kickoff goal than that.
Guys got to do it 3 more times for the side of the Barracudas. We'll see if there's any changes in the kickoff this time. Oh, Yeezy with a nice little cheat up, able to win that one in the corner. Now Driftmaster trying to center it, but Sandwich Man will just barely play it around him and down towards that midfield stripe. Demolition comes out onto Sandwich Man with the ball still rolling towards that orange net. Bean Man thought he had an open goal. Yeezy with a nice little clear all the way down to the other side. 1 minute left. Oh, Quez with an opportunity. Plays it up the back of the net. Driftmaster does the same thing, and Bean Man gets a nice little clear there, and the Barracudas have to retreat.
We've got Quez with the ball, though, taking it back up the side, battling past Bean Man. Sandwich Man will elevate, though, and manage to knock it back down into the corner. Driftmaster's going to be there trying to get possession, but Mario's also going to be there to try and keep the pressure up over here on the side of Orange. We see Sandwich Man popping the ball up past Quez. Bean Man will elevate, as will Yeezy, but Yeezy's ultimately going to get that ball, sending it over to Quez, who knocks it from the goal, but it's going to be cleared away by Mario.
30 seconds left. Barracuda's got to score right now. Opportunity, and Sandwich Man just barely keeps it away from Quez, who is looking for his 2nd goal of the game. Quez will hit it all the way down to the other corner. Mario is there, though. Demolition goes out onto Quez, but Driftmaster's able to clear that one away. Ball's going towards the net. 8 seconds left. Quez fresh off the respawn. He'll pass it down to Driftmaster, who takes a shot. Trying to play the rebound, but Sandwich Man stops that one in its tracks. And we will have Florence 1 go on to match point as soon as this ball touches the ground. One final goal will wrap it up for Bean Man.
Really, Florence 1? That's just playing with your food. Stop. I get it was fancy, but stop.
Sending a message, I guess. Florence 1 now on match point here in our Esports Tower Rumble Championships. And that game was all Florence 1, 13 shots to 4 in favor of Florence 1. Take a look across the Game Pans Esports Arena. Potentially one game away, Nerdy, from crowning ourselves an Esports Tower champion, and this time it would be Florence 1 winning their first.
Honestly, I know, yes, Barracudas, I genuinely hope that you guys can bring it back, but you do have 2 titles under your belt, so you know, kind of got to spread the love from time to time. It wouldn't be that bad if Florence 1 ended up taking one of those titles away from you, because you'll keep the other 2. It's not like they go away. However, we're only in what? We're going to be starting the 3rd round of 5 possible matches, so the Barracudas might have just used that as an opportunity to be like, okay, we won the last one. We can give up this one to just take a breather and actually go fully ham and cheese in the 3rd round. So we could see a complete flip of play style happening from either side going to this next match. And I'm just going to not curse myself yet and just say it's anybody's game still.
Yeah, these teams do feel incredibly close. I mean, it just feels like in our last 2 games, the Barracudas, unfortunately, they have almost as many opportunities. They just aren't able to put them in the back of the net. We've seen some really great defensive play from Florence 1. They're making sure balls off the backboard are being redirected so you don't have that clear onto your member charging through the midfield. And we will see here, Florence 1 looking for their first championship. The Barracudas looking to get us to a game number 5. We'll find it out right off the kickoff here. Bean Man gets the win. Ball's going to go over right towards the net. Quez, of course, make a huge save. Mario will keep it alive. Right in front of the net, sets it up. Sandwich Man spikes it home. That's first goal of game number 1 for Florence.
So unfortunately for the side of the Barracudas, they forgot one of Doc's keys to the game, and that is that boost management and rotation of that boost. When you're on the defensive side, you cannot be caught dead in the water with no boost, and 2 members of the side of Barracudas had nothing in their tanks. You got to be careful that you are not, not able to move while the other team's going 100% complete Mach 8 on your goal.
Ball gets caught up in that midfield just a bit. Ends up going on to the blue side there. Yeezy trying to set something up for a teammate. Sandwich Man will clear this one away. Quez intercepts it in mid-air, but Bean Man keeps it alive for the side of Florence 1. And nobody really wants to go for the ball. There we go. Driftmaster finally goes over there, plays it around Mario, loses his dribble though. Yeezy now will play it up on that wall, looking for a centering pass, gets it around Sandwich Man, but Bean Man's there to take it away. Quez now retreating. As well as Driftmaster's Bean Man's going to clear it towards that midfield before Quez is able to intercept it.
Yeah, but as Quez tries to bop that ball up to send it back towards mid, Sandwich Man jumps over them, taking possession of the ball. Eventually ends up in front of Mario as Easy and Quez try to take the ball up the side of the field. Bean Man will then play it off the wall down onto the ground. Quez tries to maintain possession. The ball ends up getting cleared back towards the orange goal, forcing Easy and Driftmaster to retreat as Mario's now taking the ball back over towards the orange goal, but it gets cleared up to the mids as Sandwich Man knocks it over to Mario.
Pass intercepted there though by Yeezy. Mario now going to whip around. He'll hit Yeezy out of the way and allow Sandwich Man to win that one at that midfield line. Sandwich Man now playing it off the backboard. Quez intercepts it. Ball now falling to the earth, but Quez able to redirect it. Driftmaster pops it up. Nice pass to Yeezy. Do they have the double tap? Oh, they do not, and a huge demo on Quez means that's a free one for Bean Man.
I think that one, to be one, was calculated. That was definitely a calculated demolition right there.
Yeah, we've seen the demos kind of quiet a little bit, but that one works out perfectly. The Barracudas full sent for that goal. They can't find it. Now they find themselves down 2. Great kickoff win for Sandwich Man. Yeezy's there in the corner. Bean Man will challenge him. There's another demolition. Mario takes a shot. Another demolition for Bean Man. Ball just barely goes wide. Mario charging in. Launches 2 members out of the way, but the ball does get saved. Driftmaster trying to pass it over to Bean Man. Ricochets it off himself. Sandwich Man gets bumped out of the way, and now we're seeing the physical gameplay. Mario, the 4th demolition in our first 2 minutes for the Florence 1 side, and they are hungry for this championship.
Yeah, but last I checked, I thought Barracudas were the carnivores here, not the side of Florence, but Florence is definitely out for blood as we see Quez trying to take this ball up to the goal. It's going to get ping-ponged away, but end up with Easy, who waterfalls it down in front of the goal. Quez is going to be there for the follow-up, but it's still going to be maintained here in the corner. Sandwich Man's going to try and get a touch on it, but Driftmaster's going to come swooping in and clear the ball over towards the left side of the field, forcing Sandwich Man to take the ball up the wall.
Oh, pass over to Bean Man, barely intercepted by Driftmaster. Now Yeezy has a chance here. He'll pop it up, wide open net. Mario corrects and makes a great save. Quez now trying to turn around. Mario takes a shot, turned away by Driftmaster. Bean Man barely pushes it away in that midfield. Plays it to himself, but Quez intercepts it. Oh, Driftmaster puts it home. We're within 1 now with 2 minutes left.
I think we almost went a full 90 seconds to 2 minutes there without seeing a goal from either side, so it's definitely becoming more of an even match here as we simmer down into the last couple of moments here for round 3 of this best of 5. We have a 1-score differential for the side of Florence currently in the lead. The Barracudas still have an opportunity though to tie up this game.
Oh, Sandwich Man missed on it, and sometimes the wrong place, the right place. Sandwich Man will miss on this ball trying to take a shot, but you see Quez is going to commit on what he thought was the angle, and that allows that ball to just slow roll in off the kickoff, and Florence won. They corrected their only big issue, and now they have a 3-1 lead because of it.
All right. Well, I can't really say anything in regards to not giving advice because we caster curse ourselves all the time. What advice would you give to the Barracudas to correct themselves, to give them the opportunity here to clean up and tie this game out?
Got to just clean up these rotations. They've got to find the magic for those kickoffs that was working in games 1 and 2 because kickoffs have been so one-sided as that shot goes high. Oh, Driftmaster centers it back up. Quez with an opportunity, barely plays it away for Bean Man. Trying to get the Barracudas back within 1 is Quez. He'll play it off the wall. He's got Driftmaster in the corner, but Bean Man tries to steal it away. Driftmaster can't quite keep control of the ball. Demolition does come out. Now Sandwich Man's able to carry it down. Bean Man redirects it to hat trick for him, and Florence 1 in a pretty good spot right now.
We've got, I believe, about 1 minute remaining. I do not foresee that as being enough time with the way that the pace of this game's been going for either side to score 3 goals. I do feel like Florence has secured the win for this round in particular, but the Barracudas still have an opportunity for a reverse sweep.
See Sandwich Man going to take a shot. There finally is a demolition onto Bean Man. We had seen about 6 or 7 demolitions for Florence 1 in these first 4 minutes. Mario trying to get just one more. Bean Man and Sandwich Man going to run into each other. You hear the boom off screen. Mario with another demolition. Ball just goes wide of the net, however, and then will ping pong in, give Florence the 5-1 lead.
I don't know how that one actually ended up going in completely. It kind of looks like it might have been sort of an own goal situation right there for the Barracudas.
Yeah, the Barracudas, unfortunately, just that kickoff pressure just flipped on a switch.
But Easy got some nice follow-up there, nearly taking the ball down to the goal, but they over-rotated and over-committed, leaving an open goal for Sandwich Man. Thankfully, it's going to be cleared off the crossbar. Bean Man's follow-up will not be enough to get it right back into the goal, forcing him to play it back towards the mid, off the back wall towards Mario. Sandwich Man as well is trying to get to be here for the clear, taking it back down towards the blue goal, playing it off the wall. We have just about 10 seconds remaining as Driftmaster bounces over the ball, leaving it with Easy, who's taking it up the wall right now.
Bean Man's going to keep it alive. Time will tick down on the Barracuda's chances here. And they will just let this one touch the ground. And Florence 1 will pick up the win. And Florence 1 has found themselves their first championship here in this Esports Tower Rumble with a 3-1 series win over the Barracudas. A hard-fought game, but we talk about using those 60 seconds, Nerdy, to correct yourself. And Florence 1, and after that loss, figured out the kickoff issue and never let up the pressure after.
They figured out the kickoff issue. They decided that their disruption needed to be full kabooms, and it worked. But, you know, as much as it's great to see that Florence won, they are one of our high school teams. They did have a formidable opponent in the form of the Barracudas coming out from the Esports Tower. And Esports Tower has a lot of great things that come along with joining the club. If you ever want to be seen by expert college recruits, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, and game producers, then you should definitely check out Esports Tower. The players get inside access to the industry as well as insights with our featured Rumbles recruiters, and you will get noticed by college recruiters as well. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship.
Yeah, these Esports Towers teams have come out. I mean, even though the Barracudas lost today, they are still our only 2-time champion. And so that will have to be matched another week. Florence 1 gets their first title over the Barracudas. A very, very hard-fought game, a good series all around. And these two teams proving why they're probably some of the best that we've seen week in and week out.
Yes, but the one thing we got to mention, though, is that this has been going on for a couple of weeks, but last week, the week before that, we have in total 3 new teams coming in, but we're high school teams. Now we actually get to see a new team in the form of Swerve coming out from Esports Tower. I am most excited to see what they have to bring to the table next week, as they'll have had a two full weeks with their coaches and their team, though 2 of those players, 90% positive, were on a team together, and they decided to join Esports Tower. I'm excited for what they bring to the table next week.
Well, we get our ICCU Player of the Week.
Is that Quez?
I think that's Quez. Yes, it is Quez. All right, yeah. And I thought that was very deserving in the game that they did win against Florence 1. He scored all 4 goals for his team. He was a consistent goal-scoring threat. So, huge congratulations to Quez. He is our Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game. ICCU believes a great player makes a team more successful. It's like they're helping their members achieve financial success. Quez, the ICCU Player of the Game, and well-deserved for him.
I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed Quez's paint job on their car with the cherry blossoms. I love cherry blossoms personally, so it made me smile every time the camera was on their car. Yeah,
he put in some phenomenal goals. He was a big reason why they had that huge comeback in game number 1 that I thought was going to maybe propel them into a series victory. Huge shout out to Florence 1 for figuring out how to shut down Quez, because if they hadn't done that, he probably would have popped off,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he is still the ICCU player of the week and very well deserved. Well, that will wrap up this week's Esports Tower. Florence 1's your champion, but some great games all around. As you mentioned, a new Esports Tower team, Nerdy, that we have to watch out for. And your final thoughts here before we wrap things up.
My final thoughts, honestly, learn to play at Mach 12 to every team that is not the Barracudas. Just learn to play at Mach 12.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot wait to see how the Swerve do with this week of coaching in the Esports Towers. You mentioned those are guys that we had recognized in terms of names, so we will see, but that will wrap things up. Huge congratulations to Florence 1. They are your champions, but anybody can get it done every week as we reset the bracket. But we are not done with high-intensity action. We know Wasey's been crushing everybody in Madden. Well, guess what? It's playoff time. The competition gets stiffer. Can he keep up the win streak? He was top 20 in the fall. He wants to get better than that in the spring. Don't go anywhere. How far can Wasey go? Find out next. Crowning this week's champion between Florence 1 and the Barracudas. These teams are incredibly close.
Beatman and close the battle out here in the corner. Puddle's going to elevate to send it across the side of the field. He's going to keep getting knocked around, and now we have a follow-up. Mario with no time on the clock scoring the final goal for the side of Florence.
Yeah, really good job there. I felt like all the pressure was on Florence that whole time. They finally get...
20 seconds ago, it's still anybody's game.
Ooh, nice kickoff win there for Quez. DJ's going to have to make a great save. Cleared all the way down over to KG. This time the ball stopped right in front of the net by Driftmaster. Buddy shot. Also turned away by Driftmaster. Does DJ have the follow-up? No, it's turned away on a double commit, but the pressure's still on. Oh, now trying to clear. He'll get bumped out of the way. Sandwich Man racing in for a shot around Zemo. Past the feed man. Oh,
Beautiful.
what a play.
I hope this is the right one. Yes, the rotations that came out right here from Mean Man over here on the left. You see him ready for that follow-up on Oval. What you don't see off to the right is he also had Mario.
Ball to one-on-one versus him and Buddy. Oh, what a save by Buddy. It's the follow from Easy there. It is.